I play on Sly 1049 and Sly1049.com.
Good afternoon, Tiger fans, and welcome. Saturday evening edition of Tiger Football. We're at Bazemore Hyder Stadium here in Valdosta, Georgia, as the Tigers will take on the Blazers of Valdosta University. My name's Will Atkinson. I'll be bringing the play-by-play. With me, as always, Rob Pearson. Rob, we made the trip from Valdosta. We've managed to, have a little bit of lunch this afternoon, kill a little time, and we're ready for some football.
And it's a perfect day here in South Georgia, other than the fact that we're in South Georgia. But they have treated us well here. Valdosta obviously is a great town, got a great stadium, and they've treated us well. We just fixed ourselves a little dinner and getting ready for what I think is about to be an exciting football game. Will both teams really having needing this win. There is a log jam, folks, in the Gulf South Conference, with the exception of Delta State, who is now 3-0 and have a full game lead on the field, the game and a half at this moment. There is a log jam with a bunch of Gulf South Conference teams 1-1 in the conference. Well, two of them are on the field tonight. So a lot of supremacy being decided here tonight between West Alabama and Valdosta. And West Alabama hasn't had a lot of success here in the past, but that's in the past. That doesn't really that makes no difference about what happens tonight, for sure. But both teams 3-2, both teams 1-1 Gulf South Conference. Just a big game for both teams.
Yeah, you talk about these two teams, Rob, and offensively speaking, Valdosta comes into tonight's contest ranked third in the GSC, and West Alabama coming in ranked number one in defense.
Yep.
So. You're talking about a West Alabama team that's averaging giving up only 13 points a game. And I think we could see a pretty good battle tonight as, we saw West Alabama kind of emerge in the second half last week against Shorter, come out of there with a good win against Shorter. So, just looking forward to getting after it today here in Valdosta, Georgia.
And Shorter's the only team in the Gulf South Conference that hadn't had a win against another Gulf South Conference team. So, you can kind of look. Shorter had Valdosta on the ropes. So Valdosta had an interception return nearly for a touchdown in the second half and won 34-30. But West Alabama last week really put it all together against Shorter. And you heard Coach G talk about it a little later. The first time all season he saw that all 11 guys were doing the job at the same time, and buddy, good things happened.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity, to visit with him a couple different times, and you're right, being able to talk with Coach G, and you'll hear him say it, but when you have 11 guys all on the same page doing their jobs at the same time, good things can happen, and West Alabama, after being home for 3 straight weeks, we're going to be on the road. We're here. We haven't been on the road since September the 10th, when we went over to Miles. And, that was a good night in Miles. And West Alabama has been strong on the road. That's been a place where they have excelled, I should say. So we'd love to see some more of that here.
What is it, the last 8 road games? Tigers have won 8 of them. I'd say that's pretty good. It's kind of what we're looking for here tonight. The Tigers spent most of the day, like most 18 to 22-year-olds, watching football in their hotel rooms and having a couple meetings here and there, for the most part, watching some good early morning games before they started getting mentally and physically prepared to play this game tonight. So, as most of you have done, watched a lot of good college football and looking forward to another great game tonight.
Yeah, Valdosta started off their season with a win over Kaiser, 36-21. Then they hosted Virginia Union, lost that one 45-40. That was a shocker at the time. They went 2 miles, a big 55-7 win. They went to Shorter, a 34-30 win. And then here's the one that got me last week. Valdosta coming off of a road game at Delta State, where Delta State best the Blazers 70-31.
Well, Delta State's a lot better than any of us gave them credit for. And certainly, as it turns out, Delta did not have the best year last year, and we all know that. But this year, they've found something, buddy. They're only undefeated team in Gulf South Conference, and won again today already. I believe I saw that score.
They did 47-14 over North Greenville, so that catapults them to 3-0 in the league, 6-0 overall. And for those folks keeping score at home, we'll see them soon.
Yeah, we'll see them next week. So we'll all find out together. But, you're exactly right. But that 70 points last week, what was worse is they gave up something like 800 yards of total offense. Just seems like an absurd number, and I need to go back and check that stat. But it was way more than you've ever heard of a Valdosta team. A lot of pride here in Valdosta with their, obviously, as it is in West Alabama. But to give up 700 or 800 yards of total offense, and I'll have that number when we come back from break, but it was not something they're used to here at Valdosta, rest assured, and they'll be looking to take care of that today. But you mentioned it. Best on best today is going to be the West Alabama defense versus this Valdosta offense. They still moved the ball last week. They just didn't. They couldn't keep up at Delta State's pace. They put 30 points up on them. And today, and they're ranked nationally in things like third down conversions, and they average like 44% of third down conversions.
That's
which
right.
is a pretty good clip. But West Alabama's defense is first in the Gulf South Conference in fewest third down conversions allowed. I mean, that to me, the game is going to be encapsulated in those third downs when West Alabama's on defense and Valdosta's on offense, and can we keep them off the field? And if we can, it's going to be a fun night for West Alabama.
Yeah, you talk about that offense. There's just over 500 yards a game of offense is what this Blazer team is averaging, and West Alabama's defense, has held opponents on average 259. So, you called it. It's a best-on-best deal, and, West Alabama coming off of a nice win last week at home, 37-14, on an afternoon where, the passing game wasn't there really for West Alabama, but the rushing game, the ground game for West Alabama was just spot on. 49 carries, 338 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. Leading the way on the ground last week was Webb. He had 15 carries for 164 and 2 scores. He averaged right at 11 yards and a huge 80-yard run that just shows you his explosiveness and what he brings to the offense.
Webb and Antonio Brown, and of course you've got Demetrius Battle, but Webb and Antonio Brown really added some spark last week and sort of loosened things up for everybody else, but that was it's just fun to watch. But one thing that they did, and I think we've seen this, the offensive line played better, but sometimes the offensive line looks better when the running back sort of sets their blocks up a little better. Maybe they're more patient hitting the holes on stretch plays. And the running back has as much to do with that as the offensive line, as far as helping the offensive line help the running back. It's a strange thing to say, but that's just the way it is. And I think just as a unit, and Coach G talks about this, as a unit, all 11 guys sort of work together. Whether it's the running back hitting the right hole at the right time, or the lineman picking up the right blocks and getting to the second level. Look, on an 80-yard run or 70-yard run, you got to block the first level, second level, and third level. And the linemen did their job. They got to the second level, got the linebackers out of the way, wide receivers got the corners out of the way. And, buddy, they were able to go to the house, and it was a lot of fun to watch last week.
It was an absolute blast to watch, and we talk about the offensive production last week, but some of the guys, defensively speaking for West Alabama, they continue to shine. Guys like Michael Anderson. Our defense last week had 7 tackles for a loss and 6 sacks. They're tough.
And that's an area that I think West Alabama has a big advantage tonight. Rushing the passer, Valdosta's had 3 sacks all year as a defense. They have struggled to get pressure on the quarterback. West Alabama had 4 sacks last week.
That's right.
So, there's clearly West Alabama can continue to get to the quarterback. Obviously, anytime you do that, good things happen. But they've just got to continue to improve as much as they have in the last 3 weeks.
Well, I'm excited about this one, Rob. Like I said, we've been able to get here, and we're only about 20 minutes away from kickoff, but we'll continue the Sumter County Farmers Federation Tiger Tailgate when we come back here on Sly 104.9.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
We're here with Coach Brett Gilliland, the head coach of the Tigers. And, Coach, after 3 consecutive weeks at home, the Tigers hit the road for the first of back-to-back road games where we're going to take on Valdosta State. What has this week been like as the team prepares for the first GSC road game of the season?
Well, it's really been a good week. You know, I like the way, really ever since the Tuskegee game, that our guys have attacked practice. You know, it's a kind of a mindset shift, and they understand the growth journey that we're on, but they also understand what it takes to be able to play good on Saturdays is to have really good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. And so we've had a good week, and you know, we get to play down in South Georgia.
Well, last week the Tigers took a 13-7 lead into the half against Shorter, and then the offense, in my opinion, just erupted, you know, resulting in a 37-14 win. And it evened our GSC record at 1-1. What sparked the offense to set a season high 338 yards on the ground?
Well, you know, it was by far our best third quarter of the year, and that's been a huge point of emphasis, trying to come out of halftime and play a really good third quarter as a team. And we hadn't done that yet this year, and so you know, that was really good to see. As far as what sparked it, we were playing 9 and 10 man football a lot of times on offense, and what I mean is just one guy or two guys here or there, not the same guy all the time. Just we wouldn't all 11 be on the same page, and you know, if you don't do that, then negative plays happen, and if negative plays happen, it's a lot harder to continue drives and get first downs and score points. And so you know, we had several key plays there in the third quarter where we had 11 guys on the same page doing their job, and good things happened when that happened. And, you know, anytime you get one play drives of big touchdown runs twice, you know, in one quarter like we had in that third quarter, it obviously helps. And the way our defense has been playing, you know, it allows the score to get higher on our end, and we get a little comfort lead there. And so just really proud of how our guys came out and controlled the third quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, you talk about those long runs, and you had Webb put up a career day, 164 yards on 15 carries. He scored 2 touchdowns. I mean, he averaged almost 11 yards per carry. What factors helped him achieve the success against Shorter?
Well, you know, having 3 backs allows all 3 to really be fresh. You know, and you don't get into a second half of a game and one guy that you're leaning on all game is worn down. So that helps. You know, he's always got fresh legs, and he's a dynamic player. He's got the ability to make guys miss. He's got the ability to take it the distance, as you saw, you know, with the speed. So, you know, really just some things that fit in his wheelhouse, and he made a really good run on that 80-yarder. He made 2 guys miss right at the line of scrimmage, and then it was off to the races.
I tell you, it was exciting to watch, and something else that's been exciting. I've enjoyed watching what the defense brings to the table every week. I mean, last week they recorded 6 sacks, they broke up 7 passes, and allowed just 215 yards of total offense. You know, the unit as a whole is ranked among the top in the GSC. What are the factors that play into that through the first 5 games?
It's a lot about, you know, mindset and attitude with those guys, the physicality that they've brought these last several weeks. And it's 11 guys doing their job, focused on their job. And with defense, you can focus on trying to make the play and not do your job and actually create negative plays for yourself. And so these guys, they've bought into the fact of, I'm going to do my job, and when I get a chance to make the play, I'm going to make it. And they're trying to play with a physicality that really allows the offense to feel them when they get to the ball carrier. And that's something that we challenge them with. And, you know, several guys have played really, really well, but as a unit, they've played really good physical football.
Yeah, like I said, I've enjoyed watching those guys. And, I mean, Devontae Bryant last week, 2.5 sacks, 3 pass breakups. Michael Anderson does his thing with six total tackles, 5 of those that were solo. And then Trayvon Stanford, 6 tackles as well, all of those solo and a tackle for the loss. I mean, these guys are just 3 of the many guys that get in and get after it. So I just like to hear, like, what are some of the other factors that just keep these guys going?
Well, you know, it's just those guys you mentioned are doing a great job. Shamar Lewis, I tell you, he epitomizes what we mean about when you get to the ball carrier, make sure they feel you. Because every game, Lord, I'd hate to be hit by that guy. He is flying around hitting guys. And then you got guys like Trevante Carter, who we had 6 sacks as a defense, and he didn't have any of them. But if you watch those 6 plays, what he did during the play directly impacted the sack happening and wouldn't have happened without him doing his job. And so, you know, we like to point out those things to our players because we got a brotherhood award each week that's really a humility award, and he got that for the defense this week because of that factor. And so, it's just guys like that doing their job, not worried about themselves getting end results, but the defense getting results and ultimately the team.
I think that's so important in any aspect. People just willing to put in the work because it doesn't always still show up on the stat sheet. But, those guys putting in the work, creating opportunities for the defense, awesome and fun to see. Now, we got to travel to Valdosta this week. We play a Blazer team that's 3-2 overall, 1-1 in the conference. Historically speaking, Valdosta is a team that, we've had trouble with in the past. Does history factor in as we get ready to prepare for the Blazers this week?
No, it doesn't at all, really. We have historically had trouble with Valdosta because they're a really, really good program. But, that's not something we even talk about or consider. We've played, since I've been here, I think one of our best games we've ever played was in 2017 in Valdosta, Georgia. So it's not like a place we can't go to and win. It's just it's a new week. It's a new week against a really good opponent. Last year they played for it all in the national championship game. Obviously they're 3-2 is not where they wanted to be at this point of the season. It's not where we want to be at this point of the season, but it's where we both are, and so we're scrapping for every win, and a win here is important for whoever gets it. So that's been our focus, is what we have to do to continue our growth, to get better this week than we were last week in all 3 phases. And find a way to continue to improve, find a way to continue to grow and mature as a team, and ultimately find a way to go 1-0 in Valdosta, Georgia.
I'm all in for that, Coach. Now, what can we expect from Valdosta after they're coming off a lopsided loss, 70-31 at Delta State last week?
Well, it was a game where nothing went right for them. They, especially defensively, and they had a lot of guys go down, and we don't know, what the extent of that is, if that's a one-game deal or what, but. It's just they looked flat. They looked like us against Tuskegee in a lot of ways. It just looked like they came out a little flat, and Delta State made them pay for it. And that's that's obviously not what they want. I don't think that's indicative of who they are as a team. So what can we expect? They've got a lot of guys on this team that played for a national championship last year. They've got some on this team that won a national championship a couple of years ago. So they've got some guys that understand what it takes to win. So what I expect from them, I expect them to come out and have, circled the wagon, so to speak, and had a good week of practice and come out and play hard and play Valdosta State football. And you know, we got to come out and play Tiger football and then see where it lies from there. But I expect to have a good Valdosta State team lineup.
Well, Coach, as always, I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to, you know, visit before the game. Any final thoughts about today's matchup against Valdosta State?
Just always good to be in South Georgia and play a night game and then get a long bus ride home. I always appreciate them doing that to us, but it'll be good. I appreciate the Tiger fans that made the trip.
Well, Coach, good luck as we take on the Blazers this afternoon. You heard it here, folks. We'll make a short ride home with a hopeful win against the Blazers. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get ready to kick things off here on Sly 104.9.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Demetrius, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
Welcome back to the Sumter County Farmers Federation Tiger Tailgate. We're in Valdosta, Georgia at Bazemore Hyder Stadium, home of the Blazers of Valdosta State, as West Alabama's about 7.5 minutes from getting this one kicked off. And, Rob, we had the opportunity to hear from Coach Brett Gilliland. And, I think that, this is a game where we can come in. If we take care of business, I mean, there's no reason West Alabama can't come out of here on top this evening.
I've been accused of being optimistic this season already, at least once. But I'm optimistic today again. I hope I don't jinx this, but I really, if West Alabama comes out and plays the way they did last week, I really think they got a really good chance of winning this game, if not going away. I was really leaving last week, just sort of felt really good about things as far as how the team was playing both offense and defense, and having seen a little film of Valdosta, and again, for both teams, this is a big game. We talked about it. It's 3-2. Both teams are 3-2. A little bit of difference, though. What you don't know about Valdosta is how they're going to respond to such a game that they had last week, because they got a first-year head coach here, Tremaine Jackson. This is his 3rd overall year to be a coach. The first year at Valdosta. The pressure starts to mount up a little bit when you're 3-2 and you get beat by 50 points on the road.
That's right.
And so you don't know how they're going to respond to that. And I don't think Valdosta is a bad team, but they certainly did not play well last week. And how they respond today could tell a tale, but frankly, I think that irrespective of that, if West Alabama comes out and plays like they did last week or a little bit better, they should win really with no worries.
West Alabama's captains for this evening is going to be Michael Anderson, Shamar Lewis, Demetrius Battle, as well as Cordell Watts as they make their way toward midfield. The The pregame festivities here at Valdosta has included the band. It's included a guitar solo, or at least a mock air solo from their mascot. I don't know what his name is there, but he's definitely heated up there. But
I thought it was a sport coat, like a Blazer sport coat, but it's not. Apparently, his head is actually literally on fire. I say literally; it looks that way from here, but I don't think that's correct.
He's got the shades on there and whatnot.
Yeah.
But West Alabama ranked in the top 20 nationally in several categories, 5th in third down conversion percentage, 7th in team sacks per game, 8th in team passing efficiency, 9th in red zone defense, and that's just half of the list. I mean, this defense has been very, very stingy.
Valdosta wants the football, and that's how they're going to start tonight. West Alabama is going to kick away from the scoreboard, which is there's two scoreboards here. They have I'm going to refer to it as an old-timey scoreboard.
Traditional.
Thank you.
There we go.
Traditional scoreboard on our left, and a big old jumbotron on our right that will convert to a scoreboard if we never get this game started.
That's right.
A lot of pomp and circumstance here to bring out the Blazers, who are 3-2 on this season.
Now, Rob, we're here in Bazemore Hyder Stadium. We are on the visitor side, so we're actually right in behind the team.
Yep.
As West Alabama will be wearing their road whites. They're wearing white jerseys, red numbers, red pants, and red headgear. And Valdosta will be decked out in black, trimmed in red with black headgear. So our coaching staff, they're actually across the way in the what they call the main press box, and we are in the visitors press box here. We're not far from field level, so we've got actually a really nice vantage point here.
This is the city of Valdosta's field, and so it's shared by high schools in the area, what you hear is Journey playing. And that makes executive producer Sean Parker very happy. He thinks there's this really probably makes it harder for Valdosta to win coming out to Journey. But that's totally off the subject. Your point, but it's not necessarily built for college football with the press boxes in the traditional sense. But they've done a good job. They've got a shipping container basically on top of the visitor stands that all of the media sits in. Valdosta's radio, us. And then above us will be the video crew.
That's right.
And they're positioned over in the visitor stand. So it works. The sun is setting to our right, so and has set to our right. So we are facing south here, and the field goes east to west. And so it's really a nice setup. Artificial turf on the ground because it gets so much play.
Looks like the Blazers are celebrating their kind of pink out game. Some of the guys have on pink gloves, pink socks, and you can see the auxiliary and stuff for the team with pink to signify that. We're only a couple of minutes away, Rob, and this is a matchup that I'm excited about it. I love the fact that we've been able to make the trip here. There's no real good way to get there, but once you get here, I don't think it's going to be something to disappoint. As you see Coach Brett Gilliland making his way down through the line of guys as they get ready to get things touched off here. Now, the sideline here is very shallow. I mean, the guys are probably only no more than 10 or 15 feet from the first row of seats here in Bazemore Hyder Stadium. So it's very an intimate setting on this side here on the visitor side.
I think one thing to keep in mind here, Will, West Alabama has not had a great record against Valdosta. I believe 2018, maybe in the last victory. Was it 17? I had to look back, bug up and look. But, West Alabama is, I believe, having seen some of both on film anyway, I think West Alabama has a chance to win tonight. If you pay attention to the name on the helmet, you're already sort of 7 points behind. So I think a challenge for the coaching staff is to make sure the players focus on their assignments, especially coming out of the gate, and not worry about that name on the helmet. Look last year they did come out of the gate pretty hot. It was up 14-0. You remember, you were at the games. I was listening to you. 14-0. The next thing you know, Valdosta came marching up and down the field, and we all of a sudden couldn't stop them. Now, but that was last year. This is a very different team that we're going to face today. But they have some experience on this team. Their running backs all have collectively over about 8,000 yards between their three running backs. So, but it's just not the same team that they had last year, nor the same coaching. So, this is a new game, and the sooner our players understand that, but we'll find out here in a minute if they do.
Well, West Alabama gets ready to kick it off. Back deep for Valdosta will be Trevon Roberts and Seth McGill, as Gabe Dunkel has handed the football. And I was scanning the crowd. West Alabama's got a pretty decent little crowd that's made the trip here to Valdosta. Lots of folks wearing red and white. Good to see them. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in on Sly 104.9 as Gabe Dunkel tees it up. He checks the alignment for his special teams. He sees satisfied, and he gives a signal. And we're getting ready to get this one underway. The left foot of Gabe Dunkel, end over end. That'll be fielded at the 4-yard line. He'll return it out to the 10, the 15, the 20. He's got a little room across the 25. He'll be wrestled out of bounds right about the 27, 28-yard line. So Valdosta State will start first down and 10 from their own 27.
Well, this is the marquee matchup. They're putting West Alabama's defense and Valdosta's offense on the field to start the game. Kind of what we've looked forward to. And Valdosta trying to do a little bit of everything here. They'll mix in a little option. But I think running game is where they're best suited. And the Tigers are pretty stingy against the run.
Quarterback for Valdosta, Ivory Durham, junior from Jacksonville, Florida, in the shotgun. He'll hand off to his back. He comes here to the near side. He gets to the numbers. He wants to turn it upfield. He's across the 35, and a big hit. That big hit will be delivered by T.J. New. It'll be a positive yardage play, but T.J. New had the number as he let Seth McGill let him know we're here to play.
He did, and he fortunately no penalty on the play for either leading your head or hitting out of bounds, but it was 11 yards downfield in the first down.
Ivory wants to throw. He's got a man downfield. He's going to let it go. That one's going to be complete at the 25-yard line, as that's going to be a huge gain, as Ivory was able to hook up with Victor Talley as he takes it all the way inside the 20.
He's down, I guess, about the 17-yard line. Will, it was a little bit of a busted play. That was not the primary receiver because Devontae Carter was in the backfield. Devontae Bryant, rather.
Durham hands off to Tisdale. Wants to go up the middle. He'll gain about 5, we'll call it 6 yards. It's really odd from my vantage point, Rob, that I'm looking for the sticks across the way because that's the norm, and it's here on the near side, so not as easy to see that as we've got a Tiger down, and West Alabama's athletic training staff comes into that young man. But
the long pass, I want to go back to that. Devontae Bryant had good, I said it twice, Devontae Carter had good pressure on the quarterback there and forced the quarterback out of his comfort zone, but he rolled to his he sort of spun around, rolled to his left, and found his wide receiver, Lamar Gray. Just couldn't catch him in time before the football got there. And, of course, delivered the football on time and gave him good field position. They are calling a TV timeout here, I think, Will.
TV and the injury still down, so we'll take a quick break here on Slide 104.9.
Are you ready? That king-cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston, just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80 Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
13:49 remaining in this first quarter. Nothing your score as West Alabama's defense trying to keep the Blazers out of the end zone. Second down. 4 to go, ball on the 11. Durham hands off to McGill. No, he's going to keep it. He rolls out to his right. In pursuit is West Alabama, and they're going to push him out of bounds at about the 9, call it 8-yard line. Durham faked the handoff to McGill. Rolled out to his right, and West Alabama kind of stretched it to the sidelines. They picked up a couple yards on the play. It'll be third down. Third down and 1 from the 8-yard line.
Austin Cosby did a good job of stringing that play out, and the quarterback's got good athleticism. Was able to pick up just a couple of yards. Like you said, 3rd and 1. Big play here from the 8. So they're going in tight. Power formation for Valdosta.
Durham under center. He'll hand off to the tailback. He goes to the right side, gets across the 10.
He's going to get to the 7, and I think he's going to have the first down. He does. All they needed was 1, and they got it. But the West Alabama fans cheered because they stopped him, but they stopped him right at the 1 yard gain, which typically is good. But when you only need 1, that's where we are. But I did like they went power, and West Alabama was able to stand up to it.
Kel Williams checks in for West Alabama as Durham. We haven't seen a lot of teams go with a little huddle there, but he brings them up. He huddles. He'll be in the shotgun in the backfield. Kind of an eye look will be Seth McGill. First down and goal from the 7. Durham claps, steps back. He wants to throw, wants to go here to the near side, and that one's going to be a Valdosta State touchdown. Short pass, number 85. It's going to be Ted Hurst. He gets in from 7 yards out, and Valdosta will strike first. 12:26 remaining as they bring on the special teams unit.
Just hit the
Eston
slant
Field to do the kicking.
Yeah, they just had a slant. They had one-on-one coverage and was able to get inside of T.J. Newell, and it's just hard to stop when it's perfectly executed, and that was.
It's a good snap and a good hold. Field's going to put it through, and that'll tack on another one. 7-0 your score with 12:26 remaining in the first quarter here in Valdosta as West Alabama trails on Sly 104.9.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
Bazemore Hyder Stadium. Valdosta leads 7-0 here. 12:26 remaining in the first quarter. Valdosta 70 yards on 6 plays. Took 2.5 minutes. And this will be the first opportunity for West Alabama's offense to take the field. As with the sun setting here in South Georgia, kicking it off will be Eston Thiel, sophomore from St. Augustine, Florida. Back deep for West Alabama will be Brown and Nelson. Excuse me, that's going to be Webb. He fields it at the 6-yard line across the 10. Makes a move at the 15, the 20. And Brian Webb will bring it all the way out to just beyond the 20-yard line, about the 24-yard line, it looks like. So West Alabama will take over first down and 10. Looks like signal caller this afternoon for the Tigers.
He's back.
Looks like that's going to be Tucker Melton. Didn't see him last week, but Tucker Melton back in for West Alabama. He'll start it over first down and 10. 4 wide receiver set. Hands off and nothing doing there. As the back wanted to go to the left side, and Valdosta's front line just kind of shut that down.
Yeah, they were looking for that dive. Demetrius Battle with that handoff, or is that?
That's Brian Webb.
Brian Webb got the start tonight.
Webb gets the nod tonight.
Yep.
Second down and 9, ball on the 24. Webb with the carry, makes a move at the line. Once again, a game tackle by West Alabama.
That's a little disappointing. I don't think the offensive coaches expected that, because when they see 6-man front, they're calling run. And Valdosta's giving them a 6-man front. You got to be able to run against that. And so far, we've gained 2 yards against them.
Nalls, Hilbert, and Owen Harper here to the near side. It looks like Chris Binion at the numbers on the top side. Tucker back to throw. Loads up. He wants to go to Nalls. He threw it behind him, and that one will fall incomplete.
Yeah, that ball slipped out of Melton's hand a little bit, and so it looked a little. It was not a tight, crisp spiral by any stretch of the imagination, and as a result, it was a little bit behind Nalls, and it was right at the first down marker. I liked the route and the decision to throw the ball. It was just a little bit behind him on a little crossing right over the middle, but.
Trey Sullivan in to punt for West Alabama. Back deep, Trevon Roberts. Roberts will stand at his own 30. That one hits the turf. Melton has to pick it up, and that one's going to be blocked. And Valdosta State's falling on it in the end zone, and the officials signal touchdown as the snap was mishandled. Looked a little low to me, Rob.
The snap was low. In the second week in a row that we've had a snap and then a mishandle by, the same sort of battery there. And this one cost us dearly. So instead of giving Valdosta good field position, instead now it's a touchdown. Technically, it's a block kick returned for a touchdown. And so, but again, last year West Alabama jumped out on Valdosta 14-0, and the final score is very different.
Thiel in to attempt the PAT.
Valdosta just jumped. Not that it's going to matter a whole lot. They'll just back them up 5 yards, make them re-kick it. Not the start that Coach Brett Gilliland hoped to have. It was a long wait today. And Valdosta seems to be ready for the start time. Our guys are still
one of those deals when you're on the road and you're having to wait for a late game, that it's just there's only so much you can do to, not wear yourself out, but at the same time not become lethargic of just laying around all day. And it is a challenge as Thiel gets ready to attempt the PAT. The hold is good, and Thiel puts that one through. So Valdosta State 14, West Alabama 0. We got 11:07 remaining here in this first quarter, Rob, and not the start that we wanted.
But not time to panic either.
Not at all.
We've had an opportunity now for offense to go out there, kind of see if Valdosta showed us anything in that last 3 plays. Unfortunately, we only had 3 plays to sort of find out. But did the defense show something a little different that they hadn't shown on the field before? If so, he quickly get it sort of figured out, get back on the field, and look, you score here, make it 14-7. It's a brand new football game.
Absolutely, and West Alabama, they're a team that they can score points, and back deep for the Tigers will be number 5. That's Darius Nelson. Also back to return will be Webb. They each put their heels on the 10-yard line. Kicking it off for Valdosta State will be number 43, Eston Thiel, as he brings his special teams unit out. Now, we talk about Trey Sullivan. He's doing the punting this week. He's the typical punter, but he missed some time last week. Maybe it was an injury during the game. I didn't get the deal with that. As Thiel gets ready to kick it away, end over end. Webb, he fields it at the 4. He wants to bring it out across the 10. He makes a move at the 15, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. And again, we've talked about this, the decision to bring it out when it's kicked deep versus calling the fair catch and getting the guarantee. So we're at the 11-minute mark, and West Alabama, they'll start at first down and 10, and that'll be spotted on their own 18-yard line.
Colin Felix is our special teams coach. Maybe one day we'll ask that question. But there, it did us 7 yards back from where the ball could be, which is 25-yard line. Going empty here, Will.
5 wide receiver set. Webb, Nalls, Hilbert here to the near side. Looks like Owen and Chris Binion to the far side. Melton wants to throw. He tries to hook up with Caleb Bass, and that one will fall incomplete and bring up second down.
Just trying to hit Bass on a little 5-yard out route over there on the far side and just kind of put a little extra mustard on it. I don't wonder if Tucker Melton needs to calm down just a little bit here. Having not played in a couple of weeks.
Nalls and Hilbert here to the near side. Webb, the lone back in the backfield.
Great to see.
Melton's going to keep it. He's going to roll out to his right. He brings it across the 30, and he'll be tackled at the 35-yard line. A nice first down by Tucker Melton. And where we been all time, Rob?
3 weeks. For last 2 weeks that Tucker Melton's played, we've been asking for him to keep on that play. And Valdosta had not seen him do that on film, so there you 20-yard run to get us out of a hole. Great decision there.
Great job. First down and 10 from their own 36. Melton with 4 wide receivers. Nalls is here to the near side. He hands off to Webb, and he's going to break through the line. He's across midfield. He's got the 40, the 35, and he'll be wrestled to the ground at the 28-yard line. A great run right there by Webb as he flips the field, and West Alabama moving the football here with 10-17 in the first.
Strangely, that's what a running quarterback does for you. He counts for a defender. And when he did that, he took an extra man out of the box, and Webb had a crease.
First and 10 from the Valdosta 28. Tucker wants to throw. He's going to Nalls here to the near side. And Darius Nalls brings that one in over the back of the receiver. And another first down for West Alabama inside the 10-yard line.
And hit Darius Nalls and the defensive back over the left side jaw, and that is Sean Coleman. And that was good coverage by Sean Coleman. But better play by Darius Nalls.
Melton in the gun. Hands it off to Webb. Webb follows his blockers to the left side. He'll get positive yardage.
Maybe one. Yeah, Coleman and Nalls need to knock it off a little bit. They just keep slapping each other. Actually, Coleman got away with a punch that the official saw and decided not to call. But regardless, second down goal from the 6. The Tigers need a touchdown here for sure.
Webb's going to get the carry. He'll take it up the middle, and Webb's going to get in there for a West Alabama touchdown. Brian Webb on the carry, got in behind his blockers. Nice patient running, and he takes it in from 6 yards out, and West Alabama's on the board with a PAT forthcoming.
You got to give so much credit to that left side of the offensive line. Chance Butts over there. Cordell Watts.
Cordell Watts is up there doing his work.
Yeah, I mean, they just opened that hole for him up right there and got the Tigers on the board.
Dunkel in for the PAT. It's a good snap and a good hold. That one will get through there. West Alabama answers. 14-7 your score. 9:15 remaining in the first quarter, but West Alabama's offense moving the football. And I tell you, Rob, it's nice to see that, you know, you get punched in the mouth, so to speak, right there, and you fall down 14 real quick, and then they answer with a nice drive that was 80, right at 80 yards.
It was a little bit more than that, 83, I think. We had the ball 17.
82 yards.
82. You know, that was an excellent drive. Some big plays, but, you know, Tucker Melton keeping on an option changes the option. You know, it makes you respect the quarterback's ability to run.
When he kept it, I'm looking out of my left eye over here and then looking at you, and you just lit up. It's like, it's time, man. It's time.
That's the one. Tucker, we know he can throw the ball. We know
absolutely.
But a part of our offense is that option play, zone read, where you're reading one guy, and if it's sort of, not to get too technical here, but y'all all know what I'm talking about, the folks that are listening. Everybody's playing the running back because your quarterback's never kept it. Well, he did that time and gained 20 yards. And what that does for everybody else in the offense, from the offensive line to Bry Webb to the wide receiver, I mean, everybody else, it just makes their jobs easier when that happens. And when that happened on that play, it just changed that drive, and the Tigers were able to get on the board.
Gabe Dunkel gets ready to kick it off. He'll put the left foot in it, end over end. That'll be fielded at the 4. McGill wants to bring it out. He's across the 10, the 15. Makes a move at the 20, shakes a would-be tackler. He's across the 30, the 35, the 40, tripped up at the 45, and he'll come to rest at about the 48-yard line, so it looked like he was going to be tackled at about the 23, and then was able to get a tackle, had some running room, and brought it out near midfield.
Well, the Tigers are going to win this game. They've got to improve on special teams because that's given Valdosta way too comfortable on offense here with the ball on their own 48-yard line. And we've already had a block punt for a touchdown given up.
Durham, he'll deploy 2 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 back in the backfield. First down and 10 from the 48. If we find a light switch in here, we'll be able to see our notes. I'm not sure, but we'll get somebody on it.
We'll try.
Durham wants to throw. Good pressure by West Alabama. He's got a man on the sidelines, and coverage is D. Mays. Intended receiver looked to be like number 2, B.K. Smith, but D. Mays blanket him step for step.
I think D. Mays is a little late turning his hips and running with the wide receiver. Unfortunately, the ball was just overthrown, but they took a shot there. Can't blame them the way they've been running the ball.
Second down and 10. Blazers from their own 48. They put a man in motion. They'll flip it to him. On the sweep here to the near side. He's crossed midfield. He gets to the 40, the 35, and he'll be ridden out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. That's number 8. Council Allen, the wide receiver, sophomore. Big run.
Well, that's twice that the Blazers have explored on this near side, Will. The Tigers have got to do a better job of containing those outside runs.
4 wide receiver set. He's got a man here to the near side. He'll hook up for positive yardage. It's number 85, Ted Hurst. So a positive yardage play there.
Not much.
Not much.
They stepped out of bounds after about a 1-yard gain, Will, maybe 2. The Tigers were there and make the tackle. So let's call it say 2nd 6, but that's not correct. I think it's closer.
That's more like 2nd 8 or 2nd 9.
Well, we generously say 2nd 8.
8-minute mark of the first quarter. Tigers trail by 7. Durham in the shotgun. Tisdale, the lone back in the backfield. Hands off to Tinsdale. He wants to come here to the near side. Pursuit by West Alabama and a missed tackle as Tisdale will pick up the first down.
What Valdosta's game plan here, Will, is they're taking Michael Anderson out of the game. And they're running sideline to sideline, and quite frankly, Anderson, he's not been a factor. So, I mean, again, the defense has to contain and keep them from doing that, sort of bring Michael Anderson back into play.
Durham's going to keep it. He'll throw to the far side. He's got a wide receiver at the 10. Dives, and he'll be taken to the ground at the 5-yard line. The spot that we're in, Rob, is like it's like a major thoroughfare here in the press box. We've got a set of stairs behind us, and the comings and goings behind us is a little much at times. But the hospitality has been fantastic, but just not a lot of working room sometimes.
That's right. We haven't seen a team put up this many yards so soon in a ball game. There you go.
Found the light switch.
Well, we got it on them too, I guess, but maybe they can see their notes as well.
Winner, chicken dinner. 1st and goal from the 6 for the Blazers. Durham wants to throw. The pocket collapses. He's going to throw to the end zone. That one's going to be intercepted. West Alabama was right there. That looks to be number 7.
T.J. Newell ended up with the ball. I want to know who tipped the ball up. Because it was tipped up on a great play. I think it may have been D. Mays.
It was either D. Mays or the would-be receiver. It hit off the hands.
No, it was a West Alabama player got in front of it, Will, and tipped the ball up, and then T.J. Newell cleaned it up and was credited with the interception back in the end zone for the touchback. Holy mackerel, what a big play that was for this defense.
Huge turn of events for West Alabama as they're able to get in there and get the interception.
I'd like to. It was either Shamar Lewis or D. Mays who tipped the ball. You're right, they had a replay. We both missed.
I mean, we're looking at the field trying to figure it out, and there's a giant television to our right.
I can't believe they showed that replay.
6:41 remaining. First quarter, hand off to Webb. He'll get a little bit of running room.
One thing I have seen here in the early going, Will, and this could change for sure, but Valdosta's playing through the echo of the whistle. What that means is you don't stop at the whistle, you keep playing until you hear the echo of the whistle, and that's what they're doing right now.
Trevon Stanford was credited with the interception. As Webb gets the carry, he's going to go far side. He'll cross the 20. He'll be taken down at the 24-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Trevon Stanford, the redshirt junior out of Manchester, Georgia. UT Chattanooga transfer. 14-7 your score. West Alabama trailing, but Tucker Melton with his offense. 3rd down and 6 from his own 24. 5 wide receiver set.
You're right.
And whistles abound.
I did call the wrong name on that interception. It was not Newell. You're right. It was Trevon Stanford. You're exactly right. I sure wish I knew who tipped that ball up.
Valdosta State's going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them here on Slide 104.9.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They leave the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
Bazemore Hyder Stadium, West Alabama trailing 14-7. We're at the 5:43 mark of the first quarter, and West Alabama's Tucker Melton's leading his offense out. 3rd down and 6 from his own 24. Puts a man in motion, wants to throw. He's going to tried to go across the middle to John Hilbert, in and out of the hands, and probably pretty fortunate for West Alabama that one fell incomplete after Hilbert wasn't able to wrinkle it in.
Yeah, a little bit of blame to go around that time. Tucker Melton and Hilbert both. I mean, the ball hit Hilbert in a place where he could have caught it. The ball wasn't just exactly on the money, but Tucker Melton put a lot on that ball for a 5-yard route, and frankly, he didn't have to. You know, he had some space in there and was going to make a first down had he caught it. So there's just not a lot of margin for error when you throw it about 60 miles per hour.
Trey Sullivan with a high spiral. That one's going to hit at the 45 and actually come backwards. It hit at the Valdosta 45, and bounded just over midfield, so it looks like the Blazers will take over right at midfield. It'll be first down and 10.
That's a 25-yard punt. And special teams have got to improve, Will, for certainly the defense is they're going to come around. We believe in this defense, and we're going to figure out what they're doing, and we're going to make adjustments to stop it because we've done that all season. Offensively, we're going to find a way to move the football up and down the field. Special teams have got to do their part.
It'll be first and 10. The Blazers from midfield. We're at the 5:30 mark. Got backs. That's the wide receiver running here to the near side. Hand off to McGill. He's got room up the middle. He crosses the 45, the 40. And that's going to be D. Mays and, that's going to be Michael Anderson. And Trevon Stanford bring him down, but not until after McGill is able to get the first down.
Well, a little thing that they did, they had two running backs. They set one in motion, which brought Michael Anderson out from the middle of the pack. And they ran right where he left from. He made the tackle, but 11 yards downfield.
Hand off to McGill. He comes near side. He'll take it across the 30, make a leap, and he'll be taken down at the 25 as West Alabama gives up another first down, and Valdosta here in the early goings really moving the ball at will.
Yeah, this is way too easy. You shouldn't be able to call a run off left tackle and not be touched for about 7 yards.
First and 10 from the West Alabama 25. McGill gets the number, and boom! Big tackle right there by number 44, Devontae Bryant. Hey, that's a name we were used to saying.
Well, we finally won a one-on-one matchup, Will. We'd been pushed off the line of scrimmage. Devontae Bryant finally had enough. He got one-on-one. He was able to win it and make a big tackle for loss there.
Second down and 13. Durham flushed out of the pocket. A lot of pressure by West Alabama. He was going to throw that one far side. Tried to get with his receiver, Turner, but that one will fall incomplete. There are flags everywhere.
There are two flags. I know one of them is going to be a hold on Valdosta because I saw it. I don't know what the second flag is, though. Maybe illegal formation or something like that, but certainly this will back Valdosta up. Yeah, for sure we want to take this.
Offense, number 52, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
That was easy. You just reached out and grabbed the jersey of Jamarvis Turner. His jersey about came off his shoulder pads. As a matter of fact, his jersey's still off his shoulder pads, if you can see it.
You're right.
That's where he was held, and just an easy call to make. Two flags, I guess, for the same penalty.
Tisdale will be the running back. It'll be a 4-wide receiver set, trips to the top side. Durham claps, gets the football. West Alabama with pressure. That's Devontae Bryant. Pass over to the far side. Intended receiver will be Jackson Epps, and it'll fall incomplete. Good defensive job right there by West Alabama. Yeah. As Devontae Bryant not making a tackle, but putting pressure on Durham, making him get rid of it a little early.
And Durham's a good athlete, but he's going to have to be because the Tigers did ramp up the pressure there. They had a little stunt on the inside that worked well and moved him off the pocket in a hurry. And fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted there.
Durham, the senior out of Jacksonville, Florida. He'll have one man in the backfield. That's going to be Tisdale. Puts a man in motion. Hands off to Tisdale. Tisdale's got some running room, and he goes to the near side. And then quickly in there to make the stop will be Trevon Stanford. So that's going to bring up fourth down for the Blazers.
Yeah, an interesting decision. I guess he's going to attempt the field goal here. It would be about a 49-yard field goal. From what I've seen, he's probably got the leg. I really believe that I think this is well within his range.
Yeah, Thiel's 10 of 12 on the year. His long's 45. He's 2 of 3 beyond 40. He'll be kicking from the left hash, the right-footed kicker, Thiel. 49-yard attempt, a good snap, but a good hold. Thiel is going to miss that one. Not going to do it. It'll be wide right. So West Alabama's defense hold. We're at the 3-minute mark. West Alabama trails 14-7 here in Bazemore Hyder Stadium. We'll be right back here on Hang On. Thought we were going to go to the Flow Sports timeout. The Red Hat. I thought he made a flinch, but we'll keep it with it. We'll keep it with it.
A good stand by the defense. Had a little help with the holding call, but frankly, I think the Tigers would have stopped them and forced a field goal attempt anyway. The way they have sort of adjusted now, and they've ramped up their intensity a little bit on defense. Now it's time for the offense to let's get another score, tie this game up. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Tucker Melton in the gun. He's got 4 wide receivers, 8 ball in the backfield. He wants to throw. He wants to go to Hilbert. Tips off of Hilbert, and again, I mean that's a short route. And, I mean, he's rearing back, and he's really getting after it. He's throwing a pocket in there and not able to hook up with Hilbert for the second time.
Well, he is. It's a dangerous pass when you don't put the ball right on John Hilbert's number 2. If that ball gets tipped up here, it is fair game, and it is very fortunate to hit the ground there.
Second down and 10 from the Tigers' 32. Just under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. West Alabama trailing by 7. Battle will get the handoff. Follows the opening here to the near side. He keeps wrestling his way for positive yardage. And Battle, he's going to pick up about 5-6 on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice run by Battle. He kind of got wrapped up at the line, near the line of scrimmage. Somebody had his leg and held him up. But he was able to sort of break away and gain about 3 extra yards after contact. Going empty on 3rd and 5.
5 wide receiver set, empty backfield. Silas Thompson, among others, in. Melton wants to throw, goes near side here to Caleb Bass, and that'll be good enough for a West Alabama first down.
That's a big play. It's the very first 3rd down conversion I think we've had all game, Will, and that was a nice throw and catch, went to a steady hand, and Caleb Bass.
Caleb Bass is one of those guys, if you get it close, he can usually bring it in there for you. As West Alabama is going to fake the handoff, Melton's going to keep it, go to the far side. He makes a move at midfield. He's going to pick up at least 7 on the play.
A 7. And it's the option read. He picked up 8, as a matter of fact. And that time of safety did at least stay home, but that's 8 yards. And we haven't been getting that on first down. So crosses midfield to the 48.
West Alabama in Blazer territory to be second down. Tucker Melton. Battle in the backfield, 3 wide receiver set. Wants to hand off to Battle. He makes a move across the line of scrimmage. He'll get the line to gain, and the pile continues to move as 8 ball takes it all the way down to the 40. So a nice, hard run. I mean, none of the yards are easy, but 8 ball makes it work right there as he moves the chains for the Tigers.
Battle is so strong in his legs. He's just hard to put on the ground, and that was just an example right there. He had the 45, but he wanted some more. He had about 12 guys on his shoulders as he carried it for 5 more.
Nalls and Nelson here to the near side. Melton wants to throw. He's got a man across the middle, and that's going to be Caleb Bass. That's going to be enough for another West Alabama first down.
Excellent throw and excellent catch by Caleb Bass on a little post pattern right at the middle, right on the seam. Gets the Tigers.
West Alabama with some tempo. Battle on the carry. He's got a hole. He'll kick it across the 25-yard line. So 3-yard gain on the play. As Demetrius Battle gets in there doing some work as we hit the 30-second mark.
Tigers have got a little bit on this left side of the offensive line. I really think they've been the ones to sort of push some guys a little bit more than the other side. They're able to pick up 4 there on first down.
Second down and 6. Battle will get the number called, and they've sniffed that one out.
Well, Melton misread that one. He handed it off to Battle, but what he should have read is the safety came in on really a run blitz, and they brought, that's going to be the last play of the first quarter, by the way, but they brought an extra man into the immediate box between the guards, and that one extra man just kind of blew the play up, and Melton keeps it. He probably scores a touchdown.
Well, after 1 quarter of play, West Alabama trails at 14-7. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the second quarter here on Sly 104.9.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Memphis, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king cut ribeye at Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Bazemore Hyder Stadium, West Alabama gets ready to start off the second quarter here in Valdosta. They trail 14-7. They've run 20 plays from scrimmage, amassed 132 yards so far on the afternoon, 92 on the ground.
Big third down here for the Tigers, though. The ball on the 28.
Third down and 7. Melton in the gun with 4 wide receivers. Wants to throw. Got a man here to the near side. He was trying to hook up with Caleb Bass. And that one will fall incomplete and bring up 4th down.
They kind of jumped that route a little bit, and I guess a nice play by the defensive back. I almost think one of our receivers ran the wrong route. Almost ran a guy into the play, which would have been a disaster, but Dunkel's going to try this field goal here.
Dunkel 5 of 9.
42-yard?
42-yard attempt in to hold is Trey Sullivan.
No. We just jumped. We just false started. So now we got a decision to make. I think Dunkel's got this much leg to attempt a 47-yarder, but it's a shame we got to find out.
Dunkel's long on the year. You guessed it, 47.
Now he's got the leg then.
Dunkel can do it.
That was with the wind in Livingston last week, as I recall. There is no breeze here.
It is stale as it gets.
Steel night here in South Georgia.
Sullivan in to hold. It's a good snap and good hold. Dunkel's got the leg. Is it going to get through there? That one looks to go wide right. I thought it went through. He had enough leg, but it went just to the right.
Oh, it's plenty of leg. And the false start, you can blame the missed kick on the false start, or can you? Does it throw off a rhythm? Does it mess with your psyche? Wait, a 42-yard field goal is different from a 47-yard field goal, even though he's got plenty of leg. I mean, you just can't have mistakes like that, and that's what we had.
Tough break for the Tigers right there for sure.
No points out of it, but again, still early. 14:52 to go in the second quarter. I like the way things are trending, Will.
Checking in for West Alabama will be Shadarin Archie, grad senior out of Brandon, Mississippi. We'll see this West Alabama defense come on board here. Durham.
It's a diamond formation.
Some sort of diamond, as you call it. Number 20 on the carry. He'll bring it across the 30. It'll be taken down at about the 34-yard line. Number 20, that's going to be Jamar Tompkins, senior from Miami, Florida. And he had a running back on either side and a running back behind him.
Inverted wishbone out of the shotgun.
I mean, we can make up some real cool stuff here, folks. We're hit the 4:29 mark. Second down and 5.
Getting extra blockers at the point of attack is what ends up happening here. And let the running back do the rest.
Durham Hands off, and it's going to be like a little flea flicker. He wants to go down the field. West Alabama's got a chance to make a play on it, and that's going to be intercepted by none other than Shamar Lewis, as he was the wide-open receiver. The Lewis family in front of us with their hands up, everybody in red for the Tiger Clan.
Well, he tried to throw it all the way to Sweetwater, and he made it. Shamar Lewis able to get under it, call fair catch, and catch it. Look, one thing about it, it was a trick play from the get-go, and we had 4 or 5 defensive backs who were not fooled. It wasn't like one guy back there. There were 4 of them, and Shamar Lewis just happened to be closest to the football.
Robbie just ran under it.
Now, what it amounts to is an inadvertent punt for all intents and purposes, but because the Tigers now have the ball inside their own 19. But we'll take it. I mean, we wanted a 3-and-out, did we not?
It'll be first down and 10. West Alabama from their own 19. Melton fakes the handoff, wants to throw onto the far side. He's got a wide receiver. Intended receiver was going to be Darius Nalls. Just slightly overthrown right there as Nalls was one-on-one with a would-be defender. And a little bit much. Beat him by about 2.5, 3 yards.
Yeah, and Nalls had a couple steps on his defender there. We'll give Nalls a breather here on this play. Melton had a hand in his face as he threw it. I think that affected his pass a little bit.
Dalton Bailey here to the near side. Bailey will get the call. He makes the play. Sheds a tackler, reaches for the first down marker. He'll be just short of that first down marker, but a good catch by Dalton Bailey.
Good effort that time by Dalton Bailey to try to get extra yards, so it's about 2 yards shy of this first down for a variety of reasons. One being we haven't been able to flip the field in the punting game in a long time. We'll pick this up.
Antonio Brown gets through the hole. He makes it across the right side. He'll get the first down and then some. As Brown gets the call, he'll take it across the 35. He'll be tackled at about the 37-yard line.
Over that right side that time, Will, and he sort of he made sure his blocks were set up and hit the hole in a hurry and picked up the necessary yards.
First down and 10. Brown stays in the backfield. He'll get the carry. No, he'll fake it to Brown. He wants to go to Nalls on the far side, and that one was thrown behind him.
Yeah, Nalls didn't have time to once he saw the ball, he didn't have time to react to it. A little bit of a back shoulder throw. It's just hard to defend on that side, but Nalls didn't see it in time to be able to adjust to it.
Dalton Bailey and John Hilbert here to the near side. Nalls will stay in on the top side. You got Owen Harper in. So a 4-wide receiver set with Antonio Brown in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. He'll throw out to Hilbert. Hilbert will take it out across the 40, call it the 42-yard line.
Pick up about 6, Will. I think it's going to be third down and 4. Clearly getting Tucker Melton in a rhythm is key, and he's starting to do just that. Going empty here, we need to make a good throw on his third down 4.
Brown's going to be the receiver here to the near side, so it'll be a 5-wide receiver set. Third down and 4 for Tucker Melton. Melton surveys the scene. He wants to throw. He's got Dalton Bailey at the chains, and he's got the first down. He sheds 2 would-be tacklers, gets it inside Blazer territory, and he'll be taken down at the Blazer 45-yard line. Another West Alabama first down.
Straight out of Sipsey Valley. A big first down. He did not have the first down as he caught the ball. Made a move on the defenders, able to pick up about 6 extra yards and well enough for the first down. Nice play.
First down and 10. Handoff to Brown. Brown's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. He's able to go to the right side. And he's probably going to pick up about a yard on the play.
The game has calmed down. The Valdosta came out with a lot of motion, a lot of fire, a lot of playing through the whistle, as we talked about earlier. That's kind of calmed down now. You know, again, the Tigers need to put points on the board, but the momentum in this game, from an emotion standpoint, is certainly shifting. Tigers are imposing their will a little bit more.
Empty backfield for West Alabama. Second down and 9. Tucker wants to throw. Goes here to Dalton Bailey. Bailey at the 35. He's continuing to fight. He takes it down to the 31-yard line. And I tell you, he hasn't been targeted a ton, but Dalton Bailey, when he gets in there, he's making good things happen. And the yards after the catch, nice effort right there by 88. A true freshman.
Yeah, that's Dalton Bates' third catch for 33 yards. That's not bad. And some of them have been big. I mean, they've all been big catches, and all on this drive. So, yeah, keep that up, Dalton.
First down and 10. Melton wants to throw. He's going to try to go to the far side. Intended receiver looks to be Darius Nalls. He was blanketed by the back there.
Blanketed's a good word for it, I guess, because the coaching staff for West Alabama saying he did more than just blanket him.
Like he was riding him like a rented mule.
Right. He put a saddle on him and rode him all the way. By the way, on the previous play, Valdosta State's sideline got a sideline warning, which is much ado about nothing unless they get another one.
Second down and 10 for West Alabama. Brown on the handoff. Breaks a tackle at the line, brings it here to the near side. He gets across the 25-yard line. It'll be pushed out of bounds. For positive yards, Antonio Brown moving the chains. Did a great job right there. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain, it looks like, Rob.
Well, it was a nice play. Kept his legs moving. And a big third down here. Once again.
Third down for West Alabama. Melton wants to throw. He's got Hilbert toward the end zone. Hilbert not able to get any separation, but that's who he was trying to target right there at the pylon.
Yeah, the Tigers they're going to send the kicking team out again. But, Hilbert wasn't exactly open, but it was a low percentage pass anyway, Will. And on a third down and 4, might have been a little bit greedy on Melton's part to even attempt that throw.
42-yard attempt from the left hash for Dunkel. Sullivan in to hold. It's a good snap and a good hold. Dunkel's got plenty of leg. Let's see what happens. Did he get it? Boom! 3 points for Dunkel. 14-10 your score here, Rob. And with 10:42 remaining in the half, West Alabama has answered. It looks like they're going to take their media timeout. We'll take it with them here on Sly 104.9.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
West Alabama puts it through with the left foot of Gabe Dunkel, a 41-yard field goal. 14-10 your score. West Alabama trails. They got 10:42 remaining in the first half, and after a little bit of a emotional start, the game is kind of settling in, and West Alabama seems to be coming into their own as Gabe Dunkel gets ready to kick it away. End-over-end kick. Fair catch called for at the 14-yard line.
What's funny about that, you and I have talked about this all season long, not just tonight. Valdosta State has really done well in kickoff returns today. Their last one, they made it out to the 48, and that was a short kick to the 18, and they chose to fair catch it and put it on the 25. Beats the heck out of me, man. I don't know what they're thinking. I'm not the one catching the ball and facing 11 guys who all outweigh me by 100 pounds, running 4 speeds at me, so I don't know.
Durham will bring his offensive core out. In the backfield will be Seth McGill, the senior out of Miami Gardens, Florida. It'll be first down and 10 from their own 25. Wants to fake the handoff, pressure by West Alabama. Durham being flushed out. He's going to go toward the sidelines and rush for cover as West Alabama's defense didn't bite on that one. It looks like they'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, Lamar Gray did a good job of not losing containment that time. He, a couple of times he's taken bad angles at some guys and let them get to the outside of him. That time he did not and was able to force a loss on the play.
Second down and 11. Durham from the gun. McGill will be to his left. Fakes the handoff. Durham's going to keep it. It'll be quarterback all the way across the 30, the 35, the 40. He steps out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Blazers of Valdosta.
I mean, it's a read that the quarterback did a good job of making because there was nobody out there. So sometimes you just get outflanked, and that's what happened there. Tigers didn't have anybody accounting for the quarterback there.
Handoff to McGill. He'll be stood up at the line. He'll wrestle his way for about a 2-yard gain.
Well, they ran it up the middle, and guess who made the tackle?
I could only imagine. Probably Michael Anderson.
Now, they have done a good job all game staying away from Michael Anderson. That has been the game plan for Valdosta tonight. But there, the one time you run up the middle, he makes a tackle for only a 2-yard gain.
He's a phenomenal player as they look at second down. Handoff to McGill. Nothing going for West Alabama. And Shader and Archie shuts him down for a loss.
There's a flag on the play. And this is an interesting call here. I don't know if this is going to be it could be a chop block. They do call a chop block, and that's a 15-yard penalty. I don't know why West Alabama wouldn't take this. That's going to be a personal foul chop block against Valdosta. That is huge.
We've had the privilege of having Sean Parker here with us throughout the afternoon. I brought my assistant with me today. Neely made the trip and helped me with my notes, and she does a much better job of arranging them than I normally do. I appreciate that.
Yep. Is she going to drive you back like Sean?
No, I don't think I'm that lucky, but just the fact that I got the, hey Dad, I'll spend the weekend doing football stuff. I mean, I'm winning right now, so I can't take anything away from that. It'll be second down and 23 for the Blazers. They work from their own 32 as Durham, he'll put a man in motion toward the far side. Fakes the handoff to McGill. He wants to throw. He's got time across the middle. Diving catch. That one will be complete, or did that one hit the turf?
Incomplete. He trapped it. It would have been a nice catch. He stretched out for it, but that ball hit the ground, and it'll be third down and 20. What did you say it was? 23 is what they officially say. A little bit too much time. We just didn't get enough pressure on the quarterback. I look for Tigers have got the rabbits in now, Will. We called them last week, and they were able to put a lot of pressure on Shorter's quarterback. Need to do the same right here.
Third down and long. Tompkins will be in the backfield. He'll hand off to Tompkins. He's got running room. He'll take it across the 35. He'll fight his way across the 41.
Yeah.
But that one's not going to be enough because it was third down in Miami as West Alabama's defense holds there, and it looks like somebody's shaken up as the training staff comes to check on him.
I think that's Shamar Lewis, and that's not good. His parents drove over from Dixon's Mills to come to the game, and the senior is slow getting up, but he's running off.
There we go.
Shamar? No, that's 3. I'm sorry. That's not Shamar. 2, excuse me. That's
Kel Williams.
I apologize. Looked like 6, but it was 2 Kel Williams.
Now, we'll say the West Alabama whites with the red numbers are very easy to read, with the exception of when they roll up.
Right.
The twos can look like eights in a hurry and the like. So. And
that was a little bit of a give-up play on 3rd down and 23, running a draw like that. So Tigers did a good job keeping him in front.
Thiel has to jump to get the snap. He's going to punt it away. Spiral here to the near side. It'll hit at the 12. It'll bounce all the way into the end zone, but, I mean, it was within a whisper. Looks like number 5, Kiarian Turner, he was the man to get down there to try to keep it out of the end zone, and he was within an arm's length of downing it at the 1.
58-yard punt right there by Valdosta. And West Alabama will hold them, though. That's, again, the penalty helped. But regardless, the momentum has been in West Alabama's favor and remains that way with 8:19 to go in the second quarter. Trailing Valdosta 14-10. Now when we get opportunities in the red zone, we've got to convert them to touchdowns now instead of settling for field goals.
Antonio Brown in the backfield. It'll be a 4-wide receiver set for Melton. He goes 1st down and 10 from his own 20. Hand off to Brown. Makes a move at the 20. He'll bring it out almost to the 25-yard line, so about a 5-yard gain.
5 yards ain't bad on 1st down. That sort of opens up the playbook on 2nd down. Stay ahead of the chains. Now Valdosta has a man down, but it looks like he's trying to get up.
I don't know if he's got a cramp or an ankle, knee. Gingerly getting up is number 75. Yep. Anwar Johnson, 6'3", 338-pound freshman from Fort Walton Beach. Big fella right there.
Yes, he is.
2nd down and 5, West Alabama from their own 25. Antonio Brown in the backfield, 2 wide receivers top side. Dalton Bailey here to the near side. Brown will get it on the handoff, breaks a tackle at the 25. They try to strip it away from him, and he'll take it out to the 27. Positive yardage for Antonio Brown, the senior out of Moss Point, Mississippi.
It's a gain of 3. It's a 3rd down and 2. This will be a big test for the offensive line. Again, these 3rd and 2 plays sort of define drives here.
4 wide receiver set. Brown on the carry. He's going to get the 1st down. He gets it across the 31-yard line out to the 32. So West Alabama's Antonio Brown.
Devin Salter. We ran behind Devin Salter and was able to pick up the 1st down, a big 4-yard pickup. You know, we were struggling with those earlier in the season, but that one right there was very well blocked and well ran.
1st down and 10 from the 32. Brown on the carry. Gets it across the 35. He's got his legs moving. They're pushing the pile out to the 39-yard line.
Brandon Kirksey and Cordell Watts is who he ran behind that time.
If I were going to pick some guys to run behind, Cordell Watts and his buddies are the guys that I'd go with.
If you ever need bodyguards, they fit the description.
2nd down and 3 for the Tigers. It'll be a 3 wide receiver set. Melton wants to keep it. He's going to get it across the 40, and he'll slide as he gets to the 45-yard line. So West Alabama with another big 1st down, and Melton with his 3rd, maybe 4th carry of the night.
All on the ground, too, and it's impressive the way the offensive line is sort of taking this game over a little bit. And
Dalton Bailey and John Hilbert here to the near side. Caleb Bass to the far side. Flags abound.
The Tigers were not set before Melton called for the football, so it's going to be a false start against the Tigers. You've got to be set for a count. Just getting a little quick there. So now 1st and 15. Stick to what you're doing, though. I mean, they've been staying ahead of the change. No reason to get out of the game plan here just because it's 1st and 15.
Dalton Bailey, John Hilbert, Caleb Bass here to the near side. Darius Nalls on the numbers. 1st down and 15. Melton's going to keep it come here to the near side. He's going to cross midfield, and he's got a lot of room to 40, the 30, the 25, the 20. West Alabama's got a 1st down and a huge run by Tucker Melton on a night that we have seen him do things that he hasn't done all year long.
They just keep on the option play. We talked about it all season. And, buddy, it wasn't ever open there. And great blocking downfield. Dalton Bailey gave him about 20 extra yards on a block.
1st down and 10 inside the 20. He's going to hand off to Webb. Webb's going to go to the right side. He's got a blocker. And he'll get down to about the 11-yard line as he looked like he leg whipped Dalton Bailey a little bit right there. He got pushed into Bailey.
Bailey was blocking on the play. Webb was tackled low, and he was tackled as the momentum for Webb got him into the back of Bailey, really the back of his legs, and he is holding. Doggone it, Dalton Bailey is playing an outstanding first half of football here at Valdosta, and he is on the ground, and they are looking at what looks to be a leg, so a knee. And from where he was blocking, that is never a good sign. So why don't we take a timeout here while they attend to Dalton Bailey. 14-10, the Blazers leading your West Alabama Tigers. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Sly 104.9.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
We're in Valdosta, Georgia. West Alabama's offense on the field, 2nd down and 4. They trail 14-10 here with 5:24 remaining in this first half. Tucker Melton brings the offensive unit out onto the field. He'll deploy 4 wide receivers. Looks like he's got Bry Webb in the backfield. Chris Binion, John Hilbert here to the near side. Hands off to Webb. Webb dances around. He'll get down to the 10. He'll pick up a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah, maybe just 2, so it's going to be a 3rd down 2, but again, no reason to. The offensive line just doing work there to push some holes. They're going right to work.
3rd down and 2 from the 10. Tucker Melton. Hands off to Webb. The Blazers are in the backfield in a hurry.
Yeah, they came with a blitz that time. We didn't pick it up. It was a nice play by Valdosta to force the loss in the 3-yard loss in the play. But, yeah, we didn't recognize it there. The linebackers, we just had more defenders than blockers at that point. And we didn't get out of the play. You know, there's a risk to going fast. And we saw it right there. We sort of locked in on the play. They were playing music, so we didn't change the play, you know.
Dunkel in from the right hash. It'll be a 30-yard attempt. Sullivan in to hold. Good snap, good hold. Plenty of leg. Dunkel. He'll put it through there.
That's good, but it feels like a win for Valdosta. He really, you know, the last 3 drives the Tigers have had, they forced field goals. We missed the first one and made the last 2. Valdosta State still leads 14-13. Total yardage tonight Tigers have already put up 261 yards of total offense to Valdosta's 181. But yet Valdosta leads by 1 because they keep forcing field goals. And so, I mean, again, they don't allow them to score the rest of the night. It won't be no big deal. Excuse me, for the English majors, it won't be any big deal.
Hey, I'm not going to hold you to it. Nobody realizes I towed around an English degree, so we're just going to let that slide. I mean, we're just enjoying the football game.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do. Isn't it?
I mean, hey, look, if they've let me get this far, you know, anything's possible. So, you know, we're just going to roll.
Dalton Bailey just ran sprints on the sidelines, and I can't tell you how good that is to see. And to report, by the way.
He's an athletic guy. I mean, He's a good-looking athlete, and I'm glad he's having the game he's having.
The way he was rolled up on really looked scary.
It was very scary. 4:11 remaining in the first half. West Alabama trails 14-13. Gabe Dunkel gets ready to kick it away. He'll have it teed up his own 35. That's going to be a short kick. That's going to hit at about the 25 and be fielded at the 25. Coverage in place. He'll bring it out to the 28-yard line.
It was a nice kick. They tried a little pooch kick where they sort of put it in no man's land there. It bounced, and Blazer was able to get it. West Alabama is a player that wouldn't leave Valdosta's huddle for some reason. I don't know why, but finally the coaches coaxed him back to this sideline.
I don't think they were. I don't think.
Do you see a flag? There's a lot of discussion. No, there's no flag. I'm sorry. There was a lot of discussion by the officials. I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah, they're just exchanging TikTok handles or whatnot so they can keep up after the game.
Yeah, it'd be big.
The Blazers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30. 4:07 remaining in the first half. It'll be a 4 wide receiver set. McGill in the backfield. McGill gets the handoff. He wants to go right side. Spins at the 30. Brings it across the 35. The pile's still moving. And that'll come to stop at about the 40-yard line. So a 10-yard gain and a Blazer first down.
And that's the thing about, settling for field goals instead of touchdowns. It's not like Valdosta struggled. They're 3-2, and they lost 70-30 last week. They still scored 30 points. So they're going to score some more.
On first down, McGill gets the call, and West Alabama with a game tackle. He'll bring it across the 40-yard line, but just barely. And leading the charge for West Alabama will be Stephen White, and then a whole host of Tigers.
Terrence Monroe as well, right there, graduate student, 330-pound defensive tackle. Great job of shedding his blocking, getting there. Only 1 yard gain on the play, and that was just because the officials felt bad for the running back and gave him forward progress.
2nd down and 9. Blazers from their own 41. 4 wide receivers. Durham wants to throw. He's got a man to the numbers on the far side. A helmet comes off.
Lamar Gray went to tackle him, and of course the running back, the wide receiver sort of bent down to try to get away.
Kind of ducked his head a little bit.
He ducked his head when he did. Gray grabbed the back of his headgear and pulled his helmet off, and they're going to call face mask or whatever it is. It was Lamar Gray that did it. I said number 2, but that was Lamar Gray. And it is a first down, as explained by the PA announcer. Jason Gardner, we miss you, buddy.
I miss Jason Gardner big time.
Yeah, we could use him tonight.
First down and 10 from the Tigers 39. It'll be a handoff to Tompkins. Tompkins with nothing doing. Getting there in a hurry. Looks like number 32, Jamal Ellis. As Ellis was able to get there and shut it down for no gain. Lost yardage on the play.
Yep, 2-yard loss on the play. Just Ellis is out-quicked his man, and maybe that's the secret here is maybe the Tigers come in with a little quickness on the defensive front.
Tompkins, the lone back, he'll be to Durham's left. 2nd down and 12. Durham wants to throw. He goes here to the near side. He's looking to get to number 2. That's going to be Smith. But there for just a very, very minimal gain. West Alabama stops him after about a 5-yard gain.
Now, I think West Alabama's going to take a timeout here because it's 3rd and long and preserve some time on this clock. It's not a bad idea. I like it a lot. So their first time out of this first half with 2:04 to go.
Looking through some of this, we haven't had a chance to look at a lot of the stats. West Alabama, 41 plays so far in this first half, 261 yards of total offense. Tucker Melton, 7 of 6 for 79 yards. Webb's got 10 carries for 58. Melton, 4 carries for 74 yards. I mean, he's averaging over 18 yards per, and he's got a 42-yarder in there. And Dalton Bailey leads all receivers with 3 catches and 33 total yards. I mean, so there's a lot going on positive for this Tiger offense, so they want to preserve some time.
Yep.
14-13 your score. 2:04 remaining in the first half, and West Alabama made the trip over to Valdosta door to door. Google Maps tells me it's 360 miles.
It's a long way.
And it's a long 360 miles.
All right, so Valdosta's only 1 of 3 on third downs tonight. And the Tigers are one of the best in the country at not allowing conversions, and this is in the Tigers' favor on third down and 7.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. McGill to Durham's right. Ball's on the West Alabama 36. He wants to go quick to the near side. The ball's going to be complete. He's going to make a lunge for the pylon. Is he going to get it? The official here to the near side says he does get the first down. As making the catch was B.K. Smith.
Well, we learned something there. B.K. Smith is an athlete. He is he's a graduate student out of Louisville, Kentucky. Played at Western Kentucky last year, and he juked our guy and was able to make the first down just on pure single effort.
Durham back to throw. He wants to go toward the end zone. Shadarin Archie's got his man covered. That one's going to fall incomplete, but a late flag comes in, and you don't like where that one's going to be.
Really?
I'd like to see that one on the replay. There it is.
The guy that called the flag really didn't have that good of an angle. The two are talking about they may wave this flag off. There was one guy that was standing right there that didn't see it. I believe they may wave it off.
Show the replay here on the board.
No, they didn't wave it off. They didn't have the guts. They just didn't have the guts to wave it off.
Well, that's a
gutless
tough
right there. They knew it. They knew better, and they discussed it because one official standing right there said that wasn't pass interference, and they just didn't have the guts to do it here in Valdosta. So that's kind of what you get on the road. You gotta deal with that.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Blazers on the Tigers' 13-yard line. Ivory Durham in at the quarterback. He'll have a 4 wide receiver set with McGill to his left. He claps. He wants to hand off to McGill. No, he'll keep it. He'll throw to the far side. Making the reception will be Victor Talley. They'll get it down near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, just a quick little out route there. You netted them 3 yards. It does go out of bounds with 1:46 to go here in this first half. Tigers will just force a field goal here. That'll seem like a little bit of a win.
2nd and 8 from the 11.
Again, one of Valdosta's scores is a block punt for a touchdown. So it's not like their offense just lit us up.
McGill wants to throw. He steps back. A little bit of pressure by West Alabama. He's going to throw toward the end zone. Nothing doing as that one sails out of the back of the end zone. Well covered by West Alabama. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
A good pressure, a little bit of happy feet by Valdosta's quarterback. I was surprised. He didn't want to stand in that pocket any longer than he had to. He was sort of backing up as he made that throw. He kind of just threw it away, but in the direction of an intended receiver. Now one of the biggest plays of this first half. A third down and 8 from the 11. Excuse me.
Jamal Ellis checks in for the Tigers. Durham, he'll bring him to the line. 1:39 remaining in this first half. 3 men in the backfield. Durham wants to roll out to the right. Pressure by West Alabama. Huge pursuit by the Tigers, and he's got to throw it away as West Alabama's defensive unit well covered in a great pursuit. Michael Anderson as well as Austin Cosby in pursuit just flushed Durham here to the near side, and he had to throw it away.
They just blew the play up, and the defensive secondary deserves just as much credit, Will, because he had no one to throw it to. And that's why he kept just rolling out, trying to find somebody in the black shirt that he could throw it anywhere near, but wise decision to throw that ball away.
He'll attempt a 27-yarder. West Alabama tries to get there. Thiel's kick. It's got plenty of leg, and it'll get through. That'll put the score at 17, so 17-13 with 1:29 remaining. West Alabama trails, and, you know, you got to figure after a tough pass interference that, you know, gave them a first down and some great field position, holding them to just the field goal. Has got to feel pretty good, and he's still got about almost a minute and a half remaining. But, you know, West Alabama's offense will have another crack at it here before the half.
Yeah, well, 2 timeouts left with 1:29 with Tucker Melton and these wide receivers. I like our chance. Now we've seen this before a couple of times, you know, this season where we've had late half opportunities in a 2 minute to move and haven't really had any success doing it. So, just because we have the opportunity, once again, we've had practice. Now we got to see it come into play here, and we'll all be happy with a field goal if we can able to get at least 3 more on the board and cut this lead 17-16. Remember, the Tigers get the ball back to start the second half. So, yeah, save for the third down. The third down and 7 was the key play of that drive. Then they picked up 8 on the play and was able to move the chains. And then, of course, the pass interference you can't do anything about. But, you know, the defense stepping up and forcing that field goal right there did seem like a win. I talked about Valdosta. It seemed like a win for them to force us to a field goal. But it seemed like a win for our defense to do the same.
Field puts a foot in it. Bry Webb, he'll field it at the 5, and he's going to bring it out across the 10, the 15. Makes a move at the 20, out to the 25. So Bry Webb, 20-yard return as Tucker Melton and the offensive unit for West Alabama will start first down and 10. They'll work from their own 25, and they'll have a $1.23 in order to do it.
Well, I mean, it's got to be Tucker Melton's show here, right? I mean, he's going to have to take command and do what we need to do to get the ball downfield and get in Gabe Dunkel's territory here.
Nalls and Hilbert will be to the top side. You got Benyon and Owen Harper here to the near side. Bry Webb in the backfield. First down and 10 from the Tiger 26. It'll be a handoff to Webb. Webb's got a hold. He's going to take it across the 30. He'll be taken down at the 32-yard line. So a nice run on first down by West Alabama as Bry Webb gets the carry.
And that's okay. You know, they don't have to force anything yet, especially with the ball deep in Tiger territory here.
Trips to the near side. Melton wants to throw. He's got Nalls one-on-one to the far side, and that's going to be complete to Darius Nalls. And West Alabama gets it into Blazer territory. He'll take it all the way down to the 37-yard line. And when Darius Nalls is one-on-one, you can tell him, Brian, he's open.
Darius Nalls one-on-one is open. And how nonchalantly he caught that ball.
Just like he was practiced.
The defensive back was in phase. I mean, it was just a beautiful throw and catch.
First and 10 for the Tigers. Webb gets a handoff. He's patient at the line. He takes it across the 35. He'll be ridden out at the 34-yard line.
He did not get out of bounds, so the clock continues to run. The Tigers will have to take a timeout here with 47 seconds to go. He tried his best to get to the out-of-bounds marker, but he was not able to do it. So they did stop the clock with 47 seconds. Of course, Tigers only have 1 timeout remaining now, but that's okay. It's a good time to take it right there. I think that was a good decision.
Nalls' second catch of the night. He's got 49 yards. That big 29-yard gain was huge for the Tigers as West Alabama trails here by 4, but we got some time, Rob, to get in there before the end of the first half.
Yeah, and now we are already in Gabe Dunkel's range. I mean, with the ball at the 33, that's about a 50-yard field goal. We know he's got that kind of leg. Now, we don't want to settle for that, obviously, but with the time that we've got, I think we can still open up the playbook and call for some intermediate things here. I don't think a run necessarily, but some intermediate passes here would be nice.
Nalls, Hilbert, Owen, and Bailey, the wide receivers, trips to the far side. Brown in the back, Webb in the backfield. Webb will get the carry. He'll take it across the 30. He'll be taken down at the 29-yard line. So run there on second down.
Yeah, I said no run, but that's what we did. But we are in field goal range now clearly.
Third down and 1. Melton with some speed. Webb will take it. He'll get the first down and then some. So Brian Webb gets it across the 25, and he'll be taken down to the 23. It looks like they want to down it.
Yeah, they're going to clock it here, and that's fine. With 25 seconds to go, you only have a couple plays anyway, so we're going to. Good. They clocked it with 21 seconds to go now. So now it'll be second down and 10. Again, you only have about 2 plays anyway before you attempt a field goal. With the one timeout remaining, trying to keep that in your back pocket, but with the ball at the 23-yard line. That'd be about a 40-yard field goal. I like our chances there. But it gives you a couple of shots here.
Owen Hilbert and Nalls to the top side. Bailey one-on-one here to the near side. Brian Webb in the backfield. He'll be to Melton's right. Second down and 10. Melton wants to throw. He wants to go to Dalton Bailey here near side, and that one's going to be out of bounds. He was well covered.
Well, yeah, he was forced out of bounds on the play. So he caught it. He'd been way out of bounds. But Bailey really couldn't clear the line of scrimmage. The defensive back sort of had him and rode him out of bounds before the ball was even thrown. But that's okay. It's just only 16 seconds left. With third down, you still have an open playbook.
John Hilbert and
Darius. I don't know where Gabe Dunkel likes the ball. A run here would be just fine. You got a timeout.
Third down and 10. Melton from the gun. Webb, lone man in the backfield. Melton wants to go here to the near side. He's looking for Dalton Bailey, and Bailey, he was just mauled. And I see flags come in. That should be a pass interference still with 12 ticks of the clock left.
Doggone right, that's a pass interference. And now the Tigers have a first down and at least one more offensive play in which to try to score a touchdown. And from half the distance to the goal, that'll be about the 11-yard line, 11 or 12. Yep. And they'll spot it at the 11, 10, 9, 8. They marked 15 yards off here. Again, the Tigers can run or throw. And Valdosta is going to call a timeout and discuss how they want to defend this. So now Don Bailey gets a little bit more time to discuss this. But with a timeout in your hip pocket, they have managed this 2-minute offense wonderfully to this point, having an opportunity now to either run or throw with 12 seconds left.
Yeah, it's an offensive unit that this game has kept the ball for 15:45.
And look, Will, with the ball where it is, you can run on first down, and even if you don't make it, call timeout, and you may have time for one more play after that. Now, that's pushing it. But, if they call a run here, it wouldn't surprise me, especially the way Brian Webb's been running it. Would they expect it? Of course not. So that's why sometimes you call a play like that. And the offensive line's just been playing well.
Looks like Darius Nalls will be lined up here at the numbers on the near side. Scratch that. They'll move him to the other side. It'll be Caleb Bass here to the near side. Nalls, Hilbert, and Bailey to the far side. First down and goal from the 80. Wants to go to the back of the end zone. Caleb Bass is in there.
He bobbled it. Only 8 seconds left. Tigers still have time for another play. He caught it, but he bobbled it at first, and when he finally secured it, he was out of bounds. I think that's the right call, unfortunately.
Tough break right there.
Yep.
As West Alabama's looking at second and goal from the 8. Tucker Melton, 4 wide receivers. Bailey here to the near side. Bass, Nalls, and Hilbert to the far side. Webb in the backfield. Melton wants to throw. He's going to throw to Webb out of the backfield across the 5, the 3. He is in there for a West Alabama touchdown. Great job right there by the Tigers as they throw to Webb coming out of the backfield, and he'll get in there from 8 yards out, and he goes in there virtually untouched for the score as West Alabama leads at 19-17. Gabe Dunkel will come in to attempt the point after.
And make this field goal, and let's go up 20-17, and then we get the ball back, Will. We don't even have to kick it off.
Trey Sullivan in to hold. Gabe Dunkel gives him the nod. Good snap, good hold. Dunkel. Yes, sir, right down the middle. 20-17. That'll do it for the half. And I don't know.
It's like playing make 'em take 'em. We get the ball back.
I got next.
That's right.
20-17 your halftime score. West Alabama on top. We'll take a break on Sly 104.9.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Demetrius, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That king cut ribeye, Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston, just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
We're back live here at Bazemore Hodder Stadium, where your West Alabama Tigers hold a 20-17 lead based on that last two-minute offense that the Tigers were able to put together right there at the end. I am Rob Pearson, and we have, is that a little better?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, good. I have Sean Parker now joining us, giving Will Atkinson a little break here during halftime. And that last drive was a lot of... First of all, let's start from the very beginning. Valdosta gets the ball to start the game and just drove it. With big plays and
hit a big bomb.
Big chunks of yards, like I said, and they were able to put 7 points on the board early. The Tigers come out with 3 and out, and then the punt snap was a little low, and it took a little while for a punter to get the ball and try to punt it away. When he did, it was blocked, and it went all the way to the end zone, recovered by Valdosta, and all of a sudden we hadn't played 3 minutes, and the Tigers were trailing 14-0. Sean, your thoughts at that point of the game?
Oh, gosh, I mean, 10 years ago, you and I came over here for a playoff game, and UWA did the exact same thing that Valdosta did, jumped on them 14-0. You're like, all right, well, it's going to go our way. And then it that was kind of the end of the night for UWA after that. But UWA really took control of the game after falling behind 14-0. I know the score didn't indicate it until the very end. They didn't take a lead, but UWA enforced their will running the football. The zone read was there. I mean, I don't. You guys have been to a lot more of these games than me, but.
Well, what I want to point out is this is really the first game that Tucker Melton has kept on the zone read. He is. We've handed off, and Will and I have commented on the air a couple of times. Tucker would just keep that once in a while. It's open. Well, he saved it for tonight.
It's been wide open, and there were some other missed opportunities for UWA. There was a a 3rd and 3 where they took a shot deep downfield and then missed a field goal. But the defense has played really well. The running game has been established. But, this thing's going to be a war. It's far, far, far from over.
We talked about the aforementioned Tucker Melton. 4 carries, 74 yards with a long of 42. That's what keeping on the
That's
option.
a decent average.
But, part of that is because he just hasn't shown on film that he's going to. Well, tonight he's done it 4 times, and he's gained 74 yards. Brian Webb leads the rushing in, he has a net of 78 yards on 14 carries and a touchdown. Tucker Melton, 9 of 21 passing for 116 yards, a touchdown with a long of 29. Darius Nalls, the big play there in the 2-minute drill. By the way, a 2-minute drill executed to perfection by Tucker Melton in this West Alabama offense. Darius Nalls had a big catch on that 2-minute drive. He has 2 catches for 49 yards tonight. Dalton Bailey, 3 big catches for 33 yards. Caleb Bass, 2 catches for 20 yards. Seemed like they were both on 3rd downs. As the Tigers, very efficient 3rd downs, 5 of 10. And for 50% is pretty efficient the way things typically run. Held VSU to only 2 of 5 on 3rd downs. Tigers are outgaining overall Valdosta 321 to 211. And the score being 20-17, Valdosta's doing a good job of forcing at least 3 different times.
That's
forcing field goals instead of touchdowns. Will Atkinson's back and joins us. But the way this thing has trended since the 12-minute mark of the first quarter is exactly kind of what we expected.
I tell you, it's West Alabama put themselves in a little bit of a bind there early, but everybody settled into the game, and I think that started with Tucker Melton and everything, and West Alabama's been able to put together a lot of positives. I mean, they've run 50 plays in this first half.
You're exactly right. I mean, they're going fast, and they understand their game plan, and I think we talked about it when it was 14-0 Valdosta. We talked about it. Just don't panic. We know what we are, we know what they are, and it's fine. We continue in our offense, and lo and behold, that's exactly what happened.
Absolutely.
The offensive line, I think, was the story of the first half. I think the way the offensive line started to push Valdosta off the ball was the story of the first half, in my opinion.
And then you start talking about guys that, do their part defensively. Michael Anderson is still getting his nose in there. He's got 5 tackles on the afternoon. Then, let's see, Williams, Stanford, and Gray, and Trevante Carter, each with 3. And, tackles for a loss. You see Lamar Gray getting in there. And then let's just fast forward. Tackles for a loss.
Patriotic salute by Ralph Ford.
Also, Devontae Bryant. I mean, he's a guy that gets in there and he puts his nose in there and makes some positive things happen. But, it's a good spot to be in if you're a Tiger fan, and definitely have an opportunity to come back out and get the ball here in the second half. We're about 12 minutes away from this second half, and Rob, what we'll do is we'll take us a quick break, and we come back and we'll set it up for the second half of play. But at the half, West Alabama on top 20-17 here on Sly 104.9.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Welcome back to Bazemore Hyder Stadium, West Alabama on top 20-17. My man Rob Pearson is making his way down to field level. He's going to hope to get an interview with Coach Brett Gilliland, as we've got a young lady trying to win. How much did they say?
$10,000.
Trying to win $10,000 on a punt pass kick game.
Yeah. It would take exceptional skill to have pulled that off. And I'm not ashamed to admit it, I don't have that much skill. They start at the goal line, you punt it, and then wherever the ball lands, you start there, and then you throw it. And wherever the ball lands, you have to kick a field goal from there.
I think she had about a 70-yarder that she was trying to put through.
Yeah, it was about 60, no kidding. And it was... Bob Bucher would say just a bit short.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah.
7:35, and you know, we're checking around the conference. Delta bested North Greenville today 47-14. Mississippi College 35-21 over Shorter. And midway through the fourth quarter, West Florida 35, West Georgia 21, so we'll be keeping an eye on that one. So lots going on in the Gulf South Conference with West Alabama in the Valdosta game. That was the last one to kick off, surprise, surprise, at a 7 p.m. Eastern clip. But we've managed to bring in a...
You know, it's late over here, but we're just tougher than that. We can hold out an hour longer than they can over here because we're just built different where we're from, Will, and this is we're in the Lord's time zone, as everybody knows.
Now, last week we had the opportunity at the half that Rob was able to actually get in there and, catch some kickoffs.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch one of these punts from Sullivan. Here's coming right, I'm fair catch.
I got you. My man, Rob Pearson, fair catch at the 9.
I'll be here all night. One-handed, by the way.
And he wants to throw it. Hey, look, bud, we got to be careful with the wing. You know,
count me out. They don't make them like I said last week. They don't make them like they used to. I'm glad you saw it that time, Will.
I had a bead on it the whole way. As I was teasing with Rob last week. I said somebody's rolling some video footage somewhere, and my man Mark Gillum comes up on, I guess it was Sunday afternoon or Monday. He sends me the video clip, and there it was. I mean, he's making plays.
I know. I got interfered with. I'm calling kick-catch interference on that one. I guess if he looks at me and says, this guy's 50 years old, there's no way he's supposed to be catching these. And
well, heck, we can show him the footage on Monday, and then we've got the call to go with it. As Rob Pearson, the hardest working man in Division II radio, is in out of the press box, up and down the steps, and he catches punts as well. And it's a lot of fun to boot.
You know, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes that's the way duty is, and I'm not scared.
There's no doubt about that. On the ground.
The mood certainly is light because the Tigers lead 20-17, and here come the Tigers now. We'll catch up with Coach G.
Coach G with the white hat on. Always a little easier to find, knowing which lid he's going to be wearing.
Coach, 2 minutes into the game, down 14-0, no panic. Just do what you do, right?
Yeah, that's about as bad a start as we could ask for. But you're right that, you know, the thing we did was when we got the ball back on offense after the screwed up punt situation, well, we drove down and scored. And, you know, and then that momentum started building and then finished the half really strong right there with a touchdown, which was huge. And now we come back and get the ball back. So it comes down to like it's come down the last few weeks. What are we going to do this third quarter? We got to win this third quarter.
Well, two things. Tucker Melton keeping on the zone reads and really seemed to open up the offense. And 205 yards rushing, that offensive line really kind of took over there in the second quarter.
They're playing well, and that's where we got to build on that this half, and hopefully that will continue, and those 4 and 5 yard runs become more gas runs. That's what we want to see.
That's right, Coach G. Good luck to you.
Coach Brett Gilliland from the Tigers, letting them know, it's like, hey, look, we want to continue to put the pedal to the metal, so to speak. We're about 3.5 minutes away. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll get ready to kick off this second half on Sly 104.9.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Namapos, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
Bazemore Hyder Stadium. We're about a minute away to get this second half underway. The Tigers will get the ball to start that second half. They lead it 20-17. And you heard from Coach Brett Gilliland. Rob was able to get down there with him. for the halftime interview. And, we just got to continue to play Tiger football, and good things can happen.
Yeah, start the third quarter like you ended the second quarter. You kind of had them on the run. You had their defense on their heels. And, a little bit more of that, and you can kind of get this defense really big back on their heels and start making some hay and start thinking about next week's game with Texas State. And, we got work to do here tonight.
Definitely with some work to do tonight.
And again, 205 yards on the ground in the first half is, I guess it seemed like Valdosta State's pretty good. That's kind of what you want to see. Keep that up. Keep things going.
You mentioned folks listening to your broadcast last night from Smith Lake. Yeah. I got some folks from Smith Lake listening tonight as well.
Really?
Mom and Dad, I guarantee you got a little bit of Tiger football, so hello from South Georgia. Appreciate you listening in there on the lake.
Sweet.
If I weren't at the football game, I'd love to be kicked out at the lake. But we're doing football things here, and it's 20-17 as West Alabama's return team will come out.
Do they light a fire or anything? You think they're sitting out by the camp?
They're probably just the huge porch right there on the back of the log cabin, overlooking the lake there. They got the little, kind of like the only house there in that pocket, so it's kind of secluded. It's nice. I enjoy my visits there.
At what point did you think I didn't think it was nice?
I tell you,
described all the ingredients for something nice.
It's just it's money in the bank, except during football season, and that's what we got is Thiel. He'll kick it off. It'll go end over end. Webb wants to bring it out from the 4. He'll cross the 10, the 15, the 20. Sheds a tackler. He'll bring it out to the 24-yard line. As West Alabama's offense will start first down and 10. Tucker Melton and his unit will be ready to go to work.
A bit of a religious exemption to the fair catch. That's got to be what it is, Will, because he was actually had to go back with his heel on the goal line and catch that ball. But he did. He brought it out to the 23, but a whole lot of ado for not much.
We'll get that sorted out at some point in time, but until then,
I hope so.
We'll just look at the scoreboard, and it'll say first down and 10 from the 24. Tigers with trips to the far side. He'll hand off to Webb. Webb hits the hole, and he'll be met with opposition as the Blazers shut him down after a very short gain. Probably a gain of about 1. It'll be second down.
Yeah, they're taking the Valdosta defense now starting to take chances against the run, and that was an example of one right there. They keep bringing a linebacker in to try to shut down this run, and it worked. That was Terrell Dudley who's blitzing on the play. And you get burned when you take chances like that. Didn't make 1 yard, but Tigers need to burn them when they do that.
Chris Binion steps in for the Tigers, second down and 9. It'll be a handoff to Webb. He'll go to the right side. He's got a little bit of a hole. He'll get across the 25, and he'll be taken down at the 27. That'll bring up third down. So third down and about 5 for the Tigers as they work from their own, we'll call it 27-yard line, 28.
Tigers have had a lot of opportunities on third down, 5 of 10 so far tonight.
Binion and Hilbert here to the near side. Bailey and Nalls to the top side. Melton wants to throw. He's got Nalls on the sideline, and that's going to be enough for a West Alabama touchdown.
Well, when Nalls is one-on-one.
Hey, rumor has it he's open.
He's open. And it was just no contest there. Well covered, but it didn't matter.
Tucker hands it off to Webb. Nothing doing. 13-20 remaining. West Alabama on top. 20-17. That'll bring up second down. He'll gain 1 yard on the play. West Alabama's Tucker Melton, the offensive unit, looking to the sideline for the Science.
Michael Gayden, their starting defensive tackle, 51, went out of the game like he had a little shoulder stinger there. They actually stopped the play so he could run off the field. We'll check on that, but Valdosta's kind of getting worked on the defensive front right now, and that will not help them when their starting defensive tackle goes out.
Binion and Hilbert here to the near side. Webb will be the lone back in the backfield. Melton wants to throw, checks down to the decides to check down to Owen Harper coming across the middle. Harper was not able to get the pause on it, and that one will fall incomplete and bring up third down.
Now, this is the biggest test on third down we've had in a while. Third down and 9, and I think they're going to keep single covering Nalls. You might go back there, but I don't know. You still got Owen Harper there, and you know that he's a steady hand as well. So
third down and 9. West Alabama from their own 46. It'll be a 4 wide receiver set. Melton flushed out of the pocket. He wants to go. He'll go across the middle to Darius Nalls, and Nalls uncharacteristically let that one get away from him. It'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, that was a drop, and Nalls just took his eye off of it. It was right there in front of him, and decided to look around, see if he had running room before he secured the ball, and I would love to have it back. He normally catches those.
Trey Sullivan will come in to punt. He came into the game averaging right at 37 yards per. Back deep will be Trayvon Roberts. Wobbly kick off the side of the foot. It'll go out of bounds.
One of the S words is a shank. That'll be another 25-yard punt up to the 30.
Tough break right there for the special teams unit from West Alabama. Looks like we've got a Flow Sports media timeout. We'll take it with them here on Sly 104.9.
That King Cut ribeye at Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
At Boone's Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, the health of you and your family is the heart of our mission. We go above and beyond to offer the friendly and knowledgeable support you deserve. We make managing your health easier with a variety of personalized services. It's what community is all about. In Demopolis, your community health mart is Boone's Pharmacy. Experience the difference. Boone's Pharmacy, 951 U.S. Highway 80, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the University of West Alabama, we want to help you find your something. We offer nearly 60 undergraduate programs in several areas of study, including education, natural sciences, nursing, business, technology, and more. Find your home at one of the safest college campuses in the nation and make lifelong friends through Greek life or student clubs and organizations. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of UWA's generous transfer credit policy and competitive tuition. Get started at UWAradio.com. That's UWAradio.com.
20-17 your score. First down and 10 for the Blazers. It'll be a handoff to McGill. McGill will be rubbed out of bounds.
Right at the line of scrimmage, Will. No gain on the play. Those plays were hurting the Tigers on the first two drives of the ball game. The Tigers have adjusted. They are not letting Valdosta outside of them or have it really since early in the first quarter.
Well, McGill will be the lone back in the backfield with Durham. Two wide receivers here to the near side. One man on the numbers matched up with D. Mays on the far side. Handoff to McGill. He'll try to go up the middle. The pile is at a stalemate at the 30.
Oh, the whistle.
And finally, it didn't move for what seemed like an eternity, and they finally blow the whistle as fresh legs will come in for West Alabama. That will include Kel Williams.
The Rabbits coming in on the defensive front.
And Isaac Williams. These guys get after it. It'll be third down and 9.
Trayvon Lambert, who goes 215 pounds, will have a hand in the dirt and rush this passer.
You want that guy running after you? I don't.
No.
Third down and 9. Blazers look to throw. Durham's got some time. He wants to go here to the near side. One-on-one is going to be Kel Williams. The intended receiver was number 13, Victor Talley, and that one will fall incomplete as Williams had him step for step.
The Tigers really rushed three, but they had two guys. They had two guys spying the quarterback that time, so they were kind of inviting him to sort of step up in the pocket, and then they were going to pounce on him and try to tackle him, but they forced him into a very low percentage throw, and the Tigers go 3 and out. Should have some promising field position out of this. Of course, Valdosta's punted one time tonight for 57 yards, or 58. Let's see what the official stats are. One time for 58, yep.
That's a high snap. Fields is in trouble. Now he's going to have to run it, and now he's going to be able to have some room. He's brought it all the way across the 40, and he slides at the 50.
Yeah.
An absolute tragedy for the Blazers ends up turning into a gift. It was a high snap, and Fields had to go up to get it. He couldn't get it off, and then everybody was down in coverage, and he brings it out across midfield.
Hey, there's nobody to blame there for that. It's yeah, made the change. Nobody to blame there for that. Two guys were rushing the punter. The high snap caused the punter to hesitate, and did a good job of saying, you know what, if I punt this, bad things are going to happen. So he decided to run it, and when he did, there was clear running. The Tigers were sort of turning around to block for the punt, like they normally do, and you know, it just happens in football.
It's just bad luck.
I mean, that's a big play.
As Durham takes it 1st and 10 from his own 48. On the carry is going to be McGill. He'll bring it out to the 49-yard line in Tiger territory. Scratch that. I said McGill. That's going to be Tisdale. So Tisdale on the carry. 2nd down and 6 for the Blazers. On the numbers here to the near side's V.K. Smith. 2 wide receivers split to the top side. Tisdale in the backfield. 2nd down. Durham wants to hand off, and he's going to keep it. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to take it across the 45, and he'll be rubbed out at the 44-yard line by D. Mays. Short of the 1st down, but positive yardage for Durham. As he was just, he had his eye on the read. He decided to keep it. Makes positive yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
He was so far up. He's trailing the running back all the way to the line of scrimmage, and he decided to bail out at the last minute, and nobody was out there to contain him.
3rd down and 1 from the Tiger 43-yard line. Split wide receivers here to the near side. Wants to throw. He goes near side. And on the stop for West Alabama is going to be number 9.
He didn't make it. He's short.
Lamar Gray. He's doing the heavy lifting right there, as he was able to get him before he got to the line to gain. I'm not even sure if he made it back to the original line of scrimmage.
No, he did not. They'll spot him about a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and a full yard. Kel Williams was also in that tackle. Valdosta appears to want to go for this. Big play from the 43, Tiger territory.
Valdosta on the year 2 of 7. On 4th down, it'll be 4th and 1. The Tiger defense will need a big stop here.
Well, let's see what they're going to pull the Tigers into the neutral zone, and then Valdosta jump to sort of emphasize the point. Yep, win against the Tigers. Dadgummit. The Tigers got in the neutral zone, and it was really a smart play by the Valdosta offensive line to say, hey, wait a minute, you know, he's in the neutral zone, and he's going to pull me off, so that's the way the penalty works. If you're in the neutral zone, when you cause someone else to move, then it's a penalty on the defense.
Well, that'll
Tigers fell for the hard count there, basically, is what it was.
Yeah, that'll give the Blazers a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 from the Tiger 38. Durham wants the handoff. He does. Goes to the far side. He tries to make the corner, and flying around is Michael Anderson. And Michael Anderson will tackle him for a loss. And, I mean, he continues. Michael Anderson continues to just fly to the football, and there's no reason that it's a surprise that he's one of the league leaders in tackles and just a defensive leader on this ball club.
Michael Anderson's an All-American. I don't think there's any other way to say it. It's the 7th tackle of the night already, and Valdosta's tried to keep the ball away from him. You know, these outside runs are designed to run away from Michael Anderson, and he's still getting his.
Durham fakes the handoff to Tompkins. He wants to go downfield.
No.
He's got a wide receiver wide open, and he will get in there for a Valdosta score. Getting in there is Victor Talley. He didn't have a defender within probably 8 yards of him, so it was just a pitch and catch for 6 as West Alabama puts it in the end zone.
Max protect. They sent 2 men out as wide receivers, and because they knew they needed time to set the play up, quarterback went back and pump faked. There was a double move made. He faked like he was going to run a square in. When he did, the safeties came up, and he ran right by him we just got open. It's a nice play call and executed just right.
Thiel in to kick. It's a good hold. Thiel will put it in there. 24-20 your score. And it looks like the folks will take a media timeout. We'll take them with them with 7:54 remaining in the third here on Sly 104.9.
Livingston Auto Parts has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years in downtown Livingston. They've been serving the surrounding area, all the hydraulic hoses, batteries, spark plugs, oil, and belts that keep your vehicle and farm equipment going. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Hey, if they don't stock it, it probably doesn't exist, but I'm sure they can order it for you. Livingston Auto Parts.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
24-20 your score here at Bazemore Hyder Stadium. West Alabama trails it. We've got 7:54 remaining in this third quarter, and Valdosta was able to get in there for a 39-yard strike to take the lead back. But the West Alabama defense has played well tonight, and a whole heck of a lot of game left, Rob, as West Alabama has been in this one from the beginning.
From after the beginning, for sure. Yeah. The key play on that was they forced a 3-and-out, and then a high snap that the punter did made an excellent athletic play to even catch, much less decide, you know what, I'm going to, the guys running were going to block the punt. They ran by the punter, and when they did, the punter took off and ran with it. Nobody was watching for him. He made the first down, and then Valdosta took advantage of the opportunity. Right? They tried a little bit of a chunk play, and they got it. So, as well as the Tigers have played, now we find ourselves trailing by 4 again.
Thiel kicks it off. Retreating is going to be Bry Webb. He catches it at the 1. He wants to bring it out to the 10, the 15, the 20. He's got a hold of the 25, the 30. He's got a little runner room of the 40, the 45, and it'll be forced out of bounds just shy of. He may have got it across midfield. As we talk about, hey, when do you bring it out and when do you not? He fields it at the 1 and takes it all the way out to the 47. So a nice return by Bry Webb. And that'll put the West Alabama offense in pretty good field position here as they start this drive.
I'm an accounting major, so you always evaluate risk and reward on things, Will, and there's not a lot of risk. I mean, getting tackled behind the 25 is the risk, right? Sometimes you get tackled at 23. That's not a lot of risk. But the reward is, if you bring it out, you get out to the 47. So, I mean, clearly that's why you do it, but it makes me nervous every time.
Bailey, Hilbert, and Bass here to the near side. Nalls will be at the top side on the numbers, covered 1-on-1. Webb will be the lone back in the backfield. Wants to throw. He's got Hilbert. Hilbert kind of, he might have got the.
He might have.
Just a little bit.
But had he not at least gotten his hands on it, that was going to be intercepted. Number 34 for Valdosta is Darian Young, and And the ball was going to hit him in the chest if it had gone another foot. So I'm thankful it's a complete pass.
Demetrius Battle in the backfield for West Alabama. Split here to the near side. Battle on the carry. Wants to bounce it out to the right side across midfield. You get down to the 45.
That's a nice run by Battle.
Very nice run by Battle. Hasn't gotten a lot of carries tonight. Only his fifth carry of the night. But positive yardage. He brings it down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 inside the Blazer territory.
Yeah, that's his longest right there, that 9-yard gain.
Bailey and Hilbert to the near side. Battle. 1st down and then some. He'll move the chains for West Alabama. And checking in for the Tigers, that'll be Darius Nelson. He'll take the place of John Hilbert at the wide receiver mark.
Yep. Now is when you start thinking about, well, again, you got to cash in on you got to get touchdowns now that we've gotten into Valdosta territory and not try to settle for a field goal.
1st down and 10. Melton wants to throw. He's got Caleb Bass, and Bass is going to wrestle his way across the 1st down marker and another West Alabama 1st down.
What was particularly impressive about that is when Melton caught the ball, he looked left, and as he's winding up, he turned back to the right and found Bass in a hurry and got the ball to him.
Tigers with some speed. He'll hand off to Battle up the middle. He's got some running room. He crosses the 20. He's got it down near the 15-yard line. An 8-ball with a big-time run and another West Alabama 1st down.
Well, what do we have time? Did they call a timeout for an injured player? They did. Valdosta has a man down, I guess. So that did that mighty quick, and now Valdosta's coaching staff has an opportunity to sort of regroup with things. We'll kind of watch for this. I mean, yeah, your mind kind of goes to other places when this happens in consecutive plays. But what we are seeing is the Tigers' offensive line opening up holes right now. Cordell Watts is who they ran behind the center. They went also behind right guard Caleb Lyles. I mean, you got to. The way this offensive line is working, you know, if you could keep the linebackers honest to keep them from run blitzing, you've been successful 100% of the time.
Caleb Bass in at tight end. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Battle in the backfield. He wants to hand off to Battle. Battle's got a room. He breaks the tackle across the 5, and he keeps his legs moving. He's going to get all the way down inside the 5, and Demetrius Battle doing what Demetrius Battle does, and that's just doing just a man's work as a running back as he's able to get another 1st down. West Alabama wants to move. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Battle on the carry. No, it's going to be Melton on the keeper, and he'll lunge for the end zone. He'll come up about a yard short.
It's okay. Now, they got a guy. I don't know if has he got a shoe untied? I don't know, but he's laying down. Yeah, his shoe came off.
Oh, okay.
So that's
okay.
Yeah, go back out there, guys. Look, our offensive line right now looks like they have just encountered a golden corral for the first time in their life. These guys are hungry, wanting to eat. They really are. They're as excited as catfish at feeding time.
Little sugar huddle there for the Tigers. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. 5:31 remaining. Hand off to Battle, and he'll leap into the end zone for a West Alabama touchdown. West Alabama takes it in from a yard out, and that'll bring the Tigers to 26. They lead at 26-24. Gabe Dunkel will come on. He'll attempt the PAT, and West Alabama was able to make good on a long return.
Yeah.
And they were able to punch it in from a yard out.
Special teams gave us great field position that time. And the Tigers were able to get the 6 on the board instead of a 3. Oh, my gosh, what a hold.
Sullivan did a great job of getting a really squirrely snap, but Sullivan recovered, and he was able to get the hold down. Dunkel, he splits it, and West Alabama will take the lead 27-24 with 5:26. Looks like we'll keep it here as the Flow Sports red hat says, nope, not our turn yet.
Tigers are 3 yards short of 400 yards of the 400 yards of total offense. Valdosta at 276, Tigers at 397. But primarily it's on the ground. The Tigers over 250. They're at 251 yards rushing. And, buddy, when you're doing that, everybody's happy with the offensive line on down. Little Paul Revere by the Beastie Boys being played over the PA.
I tell you what,
much to the amusement and enjoyment of your color commentator.
I'll tell you, I can go with a little Beastie Boys thing.
If you need me to wrap this now, I will. I don't want to show anybody up here. I'm on the run. The cops got my gun, that kind of stuff.
A final in the Gulf South Conference. West Florida 42 over West Georgia 28.
Ooh, wow.
So that one is a lot closer, about 10 game minutes ago. As Gabe Dunkel gets ready to kick this one away. West Alabama leading 27-24 with 5:26 remaining in the third. A short kick. It'll be fielded at the 29-yard line. It'll be a fair catch, so the Blazers will take over. First down and 10 from right at the 30-yard line. Yeah, so those finals across the Gulf South Conference. Delta over North Greenville 47-14. Mississippi College over Shorter 35-21. And West Florida 42-28 over the Wolves of West Georgia.
Halfway through the second quarter, they are all tied in Tuscaloosa. 7-7, Texas A&M and Bama.
We're here at Bazemore Hyder Stadium, Valdosta, Georgia. Tigers made the trip. 360 long miles door to door. Dunham hands off to Tompkins. Tompkins brings it out just shy of the 35-yard line. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, about a 4-yard gain on the play. Big series for the Tiger defense, try to force Valdosta to not let the score flip again. The Tigers need to get a little separation on the Blazers right here, and it's going to be up to defense to try to get this ball back.
4 wide receiver set for Durham. Durham fakes the handoff. He wants to keep it. He goes to the left side. Paul punched out. In pursuit was Bishop Bro, and he went in for the tackle, punched it out, but it goes into the Blazers sideline.
That was such a good play by Bishop Bro because he didn't leave his wingman, if you want to call it that. He had responsibility for covering a wide receiver. If he left him, the quarterback would have dumped it off to him. It would have been a big gain. He didn't leave him and then was able to peel back and make the tackle for a 3-yard loss. Just awesome play.
3rd down and 7 for the Blazers. Durham wants to throw. Stepping in, trying to make the play. That was going to be complete down the sideline. Sneggy's going to step out of bounds. But trying to step in to make the interception looked like it was Shamar Lewis.
It was. And Shamar's like, I don't know how. I missed it. It's like the ball went right through his hands. And he took a chance, tried to jump the ball and pick it off instead of just knock it down, Shamar. Anyway, big 3rd down pickup there.
Tompkins on the carry, gets it across midfield inside Tiger territory, so he'll pick up about 5 yards on the play. They'll mark it at a 6-yard gain, so 2nd down and 4. Blazers inside Tiger territory. Ball's on the Tiger 47. We're at the 3:45 mark. West Alabama on top 27-24. Made the trip to Valdosta. Ivory Durham in at quarterback for the Blazers. He's got Tompkins to his right. Durham wants to roll here to the near side. Pressure by West Alabama. That one will be complete to number 13, Victor Talley. And that'll be another Blazer 1st down.
West Alabama, Valdosta's got a little something cooking here, but it's through the air. The Tigers are not getting as much pressure on the quarterback now as they were in the second quarter.
Durham's going to hand off to Tompkins. Tompkins will take it across the 35 and get all the way down to the 33-yard line to bring up 2nd down.
Will Tompkins has played a lot of football here. He's got over 3,700 yards rushing for a career. He's a good running back. They've got several good running backs here, and he's certainly one of them. Picks up 4 big yards there, and it's hard to keep players like that down because they've played a lot of football.
He's averaging almost 5 yards a carry tonight. as Durham puts a man in motion here to the near side. Third down. Hands off to McGill. He'll be stood up at the 31-yard line. West Alabama's defense converging right there. It'll be a short gain. He'll gain probably 2 yards on the play. But that's going to bring up third down, and coming in for West Alabama, that'll be Kel Williams. Also checking in will be Trayvon Lambert.
Tigers putting in the Rabbits, expecting a pass here. Try to get a little pass rush. They've had a little bit more success when they've moved the quarterback off his mark.
Third down and 5 from the Tiger 32. 3 wide receivers, 1 man here to the near side. McGill will be to Durham's right. Durham wants to throw pressure by West Alabama's defense. He's going to have to get rid of it. Nothing he can do. Great pressure right there by West Alabama. Shamar Lewis and Trayvon Lambert getting in there in a hurry.
Well, they brought an extra rusher to Shamar Lewis as an extra guy that came in, and they knew the pressure was going to be key there. They got him off his mark and made him throw it away. It's just 4th down 6. They're going to go for this. They already went 1 for 1 today.
1 for 1 on the afternoon, as they'll have trips here to the near side. McGill in the backfield. Durham wants to throw pressure by West Alabama. Flags on the play, and Durham's going to try to find his man out of the backfield. That'll be McGill. He'll be tackled at the 15-yard line, but flags lay back here at the 40. You'd have to imagine that's going to go against the defense. The offense.
Yeah, everyone in red on this north side of the stadium is pointing back toward the east because that's where this Valdosta offense is heading after that holding call that was marked off from the 40. Well, they marked it off. They called holding, did they not? Didn't they call holding? They only marked off about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Did they do that right? What I missed there? They got the punt team in.
Back deep to return.
A little surprising that they're going to try. Well,
Darius Nelson. Kind of an end-over-end fair catch called for at the 10-yard line. We'll take it.
Yeah. The last play, they called holding, but it's typically 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The spot of the foul was in the backfield. I don't know. I guess it was 10 yards. They called it 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, and that's why I was confused. Okay, so that's fine. I'll get over it. 90 yards to go here to get a little separation from the Blazers with 106. First things first, Will, just get some field position. Let's try to flip this field with your offense.
Absolutely. It'll be first down and 10 from the Tigers. They work from their own 10-yard line. They're up 27-24. Tucker Melton deploys 2 wide receivers split to the far side. Demetrius Battle on the carry. He bounces it out to the right side. He crosses the 10, the 15. He meets opposition at the 20, and he keeps his legs moving all the way out to the 25. And Demetrius Battle gives him some breathing room.
He did. He started over right guard, didn't cut it out, broke it outside. Nobody was there. Tucker Melton was actually able to get out in front and make a block on the corner to help spring Battle for an additional 5 yards. And that does a lot to give you some comfort here, moving the ball out to the 26-yard line.
Dalton Bailey and Darius Nelson, wide receivers here to the near side. It's Nalls on the top side. Battle fake the handoff, throws to Darius Nalls, and in and out of the hands of Nalls. I think he saw some open running room, and that one falls incomplete for the Tigers.
Nalls had outthought himself again. He was looking to make a move on the free safety before he caught the football, and he just kind of decided he was going to cut. He might have scored had he caught it, but he's got to catch it first. So just 2 drops there by Nalls.
Second down and 10 from the Tiger 26. Battle gets the handoff. He goes to the right side, and he'll meet some opposition. Leading the way was number 21, Phillip Starks. The linebacker stepped up.
And going back to Nalls, he's had 3 catches for 66 yards. It's not like he hadn't had a good game, but he's had 2 opportunities to make big plays there in this third quarter. But hey, it's the fourth quarter now. He's going to have more chances.
Tigers got it 27-24 as we get ready to go to the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break and we come back. We got fourth quarter yet to go here on Sly 104.9.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
The only thing worse than having a broken down vehicle is having to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired. Well, at York Automotive, they not only have the parts you need, but they have a certified mechanic on staff as well. They lead the area in standard 5-quart oil change prices at only $39.95. York Automotive Supply has everything you need for maintenance, like belts, hoses, tires, and antifreeze. Get the best service and save the most money at York Automotive Supply, 302 South Broad Street, York, Alabama.
When's the last time you've been to the Aloha Hawaiian Grill? They've got a few new things that I think you should try. How about the Polynesian barbecue sandwich? Or what about the Hawaiian wrap with grilled chicken, steak, filled with sticky rice, aloha sauce, lettuce, and cheese? My go-to is always the IE Tuna Poke Bowl. Come check out the Aloha Grill, Highway 80, Demetrius, Alabama.
In today's world, it's nice to know who you're spending your money with. That's why at GoCo's Exxon stores in Butler, Gilbertown, Silas, Coffeyville, Millry, Chatham, and Sweetwater, they are proud to be American-owned and operated. Stop into one of their stores today for a hot stuffed pizza, for real milkshake, ice cold drinks, snacks. They got everything. They even carry hunting and fishing supplies in most of their stores. Thanks for shopping local with your area GoCos.
We're going to get started here for the fourth quarter of play. We've been through 3 quarters, and your Tigers lead by 3, 27-24. And Tigers are out gaining again Valdosta in this game. I had the stat, 416 yards to 314 yards. Tigers with a big third down possession here, though. Possession play from their own 29. Here's Will Atkinson.
3rd down and 7. Tucker Melton wants to throw. He's going to go with Darius Nalls across the middle. And Nalls is going to have enough for a first down as he gets it out to the 39-yard line.
All is forgiven, Darius. All is forgiven. Because that was a catch in traffic. He had to go up high, catch it with his hands. It was a hard-fired ball, and made a big first down right there.
1st and 10, 8 ball on the carry. He'll follow to the right side, and I tell you what, he picks up 3 yards and then falls for 2 more as he gets 5 yards on the play. When he gets in his groove, Demetrius Battle is a guy that's hard to stop, and he gets 5 yards on first down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. It'll be a 4 wide receiver set. Nalls one-on-one here to the numbers. Battle with the carry. He's got runnings across midfield. He's down to the 40, the 35. He breaks the tackle. He gets it all the way down to the 30, and that's good for another West Alabama first down.
Darius Nalls is apologizing for Demetrius Battle because he gave up on his block. It may have sprung Battle for a touchdown there had he continued to block downfield, but it's a big gainer as it is, up to the 30.
Antonio Brown checks in for the Tigers. It'll be a 3 wide receiver set. Melton, 1st down and 10. He'll hand off to Brown. Brown with a little hesitation at the line, and he'll take it across the 25-yard line. Gain about 5 yards on the play.
Another Valdosta player down at the 27-yard line. Again, this Tiger offensive line has done the work tonight, and the Tigers finishing this drive off is going to be big because the offensive line has played winning football tonight.
Now you've got guys like Cordell Watts, Jalen Gardner, Chance Butts. They're getting in there, getting after it, as the Valdosta players He's up on his own pound.
Yeah, that's Michael Gayden again. He's been out before. He's not faking it. He's hurt. But he has been a warrior right there for Valdosta, but he has spent a lot of time on his backside. This offensive line's been working him.
Yeah, they have come to definitely go to work this afternoon into the early evening. West Alabama's offense, it'll be 2nd and 5. They're on the Valdosta 25-yard line. We hit the 13.5-minute mark. They lead by 3. Tucker Melton's got Antonio Brown in the backfield. Darius Nalls one-on-one here at the numbers to the near side. Melton with a count. He wants to throw. He's got his eye across the middle. He wanted to go to Caleb Bass, and looked like that pass was just a little... No, that was Dalton Bailey.
Yeah.
Wanted to go to Dalton Bailey. Just a little low. Ball's incomplete. Bring up 3rd down.
He missed that throw. He just got a little bit out in front of it on the slant route. I'm kind of in the seam. 3rd and 6. Is that right? 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5. Melton is going to keep it. He's going to cross the 30. He's going to get down to the 20. And he'll be, that was almost a late hit right up there.
Yeah, I think
he let go.
Yeah, defender did a good job of letting. He got him out of bounds and then let go. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Tucker Melton did a great job following his blocks and then busted it outside, picking up enough yards for the 1st down. Great effort that time by the quarterback.
From the 18, hand off to Antonio Brown. He makes a move. He's out to the left side down to the 10. He stumbles, and he'll be just shy of the 5-yard line as Antonio Brown had a little bit of running room there to the left side.
All right, boys, send them back to the buffet. Let's go. Let's keep eating. Anywhere between the tackles, I'm going to be looking at the offensive line wants it. They're begging for it.
1st down and goal. West Alabama from the 7. Melton in the gun with Brown. He'll hand off to Brown. Bounces around at the line of scrimmage. No doing. As it looks like he might get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down either way.
That's about it.
Brian Webb will check in for the Tigers. Also checking in for West Alabama will be Caleb Bass. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 7 as we hit the 12:05 mark. West Alabama leading 27-24. Nalls and Dalton Bailey here to the near side. Brian Webb will be the lone back in the backfield. Melton hands it off to Webb. Webb tries to go right side. He's going to get down to the 6. And he'll gain about a yard on the play, but that's going to be it. Just no running room right there as Tucker checking in for West Alabama will be John Hilbert. Bass will come out. Hilbert will go in. So it's 3rd down and goal from the 6. We hit the 11.5-minute mark. West Alabama on top 27-24 here in Valdosta. It'll be a 3-wide receiver set. Make that a 4-wide receiver set. Bry Webb's the lone back in the backfield. Melton looks to throw, wants to go near side. That's going to be a West Alabama touchdown. A 7-yard strike. Tucker Melton will get in there to Darius Nalls for another West Alabama touchdown.
Darius Nalls, that's his 2nd touchdown, I believe, today. And that was a biggie. No, that's just Darius' 1st touchdown. I apologize, but still, that was a big, big catch right there. A great throw by Tucker Melton to put him in there, capping off a wonderful drive by this offense.
Trey Sullivan in to hold Gabe Dunkel. He wants to put one through. It's a good snap and a good hold. Dunkel's going to capitalize. That one will get through there. The PAT is good. West Alabama 34. Valdosta State 24 with 11-16. We'll take a break here on Sly 104.9.
If you are responsible for taking care of someone who is nearing the end of life, let us help you. Legacy Hospice can bring services to your home or to a nursing facility to care for your loved one. For more information, call our office at 1-800-580-8479. Legacy Hospice serves 8 counties in the West Alabama area.
That That king cut ribeye at Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's in Livingston just makes my mouth water thinking about it. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's is the South's last old-fashioned steakhouse. They cook them the old-fashioned way. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's open Thursdays and Fridays for lunch from 11 to 1:30. And if you want that famous steak, it's served Wednesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 9:30. Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's off I-59 and 20, exit 17, Highway 28 West in Livingston, Alabama. Check out Diamond Jim's and Miss Donna's on Facebook.
Hello, West Central Alabama. I am State Farm Agent Justin Whitson, and I took over for the legendary State Representative A.J. McCampbell. If you're looking for home, auto, or life insurance, then a new good neighbor is already in your neighborhood. Please stop by our office at 1327 U.S. Highway 80, Demopolis, or feel free to visit my website at www.whitsoninsurance.com. That's WHITSONINSURANCE.com. Or give me a call at 334-289-5664. We appreciate everybody. Go Tigers.
West Alabama takes it 90 yards on 13 plays, and they've got the lead 34-24 with 11:16 remaining here in the contest as West Alabama put together an impressive drive. They have amassed on the afternoon 487 yards of total offense on 77 plays from scrimmage. Tucker Melton, 13 of 30 for 162 and 2 touchdowns. So West Alabama offense has put up 34. Special teams will get ready to kick it off here, and then we'll have an opportunity to see this defensive unit that has been pretty strong throughout the year.
What else has been strong is third down efficiency on offense. 10 out of 16 in third down efficiencies, and that was another one right there picking up the touchdown.
Gabe Dunkel's got it teed up. Left-footed kicker, he'll kick it off. It'll be a short kick, end over end, fair caught at the 20.
They get it out to 25. I don't know if you noticed that, and I'm sure the West Alabama coaches noticed it when Dunkel went to kick off. All of the deep receivers came up because the last couple of times Dunkel's been kind of kicking it, not a pooch kick, but a short kick, a little high short kick to the up backs. Well, they still called for a fair catch, which I'm not sure why, because they caught it at the 20, but just keep an eye on that. Dunkel probably needs to go ahead and kick it deep again. Kind of kick behind him.
Durham will bring the offense out, first down and 10 from his own 25. He'll have McGill to his right. Claps his hands. He wants to hand off to McGill. McGill hops over a man at the line of scrimmage, gets it across the 30, and he'll be wrestled to the ground for a Blazer first down. No, excuse me, he'll be just short of the first down mark. It'll bring up second down and 1.
Ran that one right up the middle. The Tigers only have 5 men there to stop the run.
McGill on the carry, and West Alabama
short.
No gain right there on second down, so a good job by the defensive front for West Alabama. It'll be third down and 1 as the Blazers work from their own 34-yard line. 10:40 remaining. West Alabama on top by 10, 34-24. Ivy Durham in at quarterback. He hands off to McGill. McGill hits the hole.
He got it that time.
And he only needed to get a yard to gain. And it looks like here the officials are going to mark him at the first down marker, so it'll be a Blazer first down.
Yeah, it did 3 runs right there. The Tigers are really inviting them to run. They 4 down linemen and Michael Anderson in the middle of the field, and 6 defensive backs.
First down and 10 from the 36. Durham wants to throw, pressure by West Alabama. He's flushed out of the pocket. He'll go over to the far sideline. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
He lost a yard back to the 35, so that's fine.
I'll take it.
Yep, we got him out of the pocket some. Giving chase was Jamal Ellis. And we'll take that every play.
Second down and 11. It'll be a handoff to McGill. Nothing doing for West Alabama's defense. They just absolutely getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry. I believe Jamal Lewis was leading the charge.
McGill has over 3,000 yards of rushing in his career himself. I mean, we talked about the Tompkins, the other running back, but McGill has over 3,000 yards, and that was not his finest run. He got the ball and then stopped, like just not sure where he needed to go, and the Tigers were able to catch him and pull him back for no gain. So 3rd and 11, a big conversion down here for the Valdosta. And of course, this Tiger defense.
Tompkins will be the lone back. Durham will put a man in motion. Stack wide receivers to the near side. Durham wants to throw. He's got some time. Pressure by West Alabama. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to the far sideline. He's going to hook up. I believe that's going to be number 13, Victor Talley. And that'll be another Blazer first down on 3rd and long as they're able to move the chains. Checking in for West Alabama is going to be number 44, Devontae Bryant, and Jamarvis Turner, number 55. So some fresh folks up front for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was nice athletic play by the quarterback there, buying him some time, making a good throw.
Durham wants to throw, goes far side. He's able to get that one complete. Looks like number 2, B.K. Smith.
2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions in this drive alone.
2nd down and 1. Blazers from the Tiger 36-yard line. Fakes the handoff, goes to the far side. That one's going to be complete. And that'll be another Valdosta State first down as they continue to move the chains. They started this drive at their own 25-yard line, and they've marched it all the way down to the Tiger 29. $7:50 remaining in the contest. 34-24 your score with West Alabama on top. Durham steps back with some time. He wants to go to the end zone. That one's going to be uncatchable. Intended receiver looked to be number 2, B.K. Smith, the grad senior from Louisville, Kentucky.
Another example of the quarterback really having happy feet there, and he doesn't like to. He's not real comfortable in the pocket anyway. If he feels any pressure at all, he's out of there. But he threw that one off his back foot. And I know he'd rather not do that. And his coach would rather he not do that.
Tompkins, the lone back in the backfield, 4 wide receiver set. Durham hands off to Tompkins. Tompkins up the middle. He'll get it over the 25-yard line, and he'll be wrestled down at the 22. Checking in for West Alabama is going to be Terrence Monroe, 6'3", 330-pound grad senior out of Petal, Mississippi. They want to move quick. Tompkins on the handoff. Nothing doing right there. Michael Anderson leading the way. Imagine that, folks.
Yeah. Sometimes going fast is not the right move. Sometimes you make your offense less effective by going fast. I think that was an example of it there. And first-year coach for Valdosta is going to attempt the field goal here. I don't think he would fake this. I think he needs points that bad.
Field's going to come in. Looks like about a 37-yard attempt from the right hash.
Just don't jump off sides, guys. They don't.
Good snap and a good hold. Thiel's got the leg. Did it get through there? No, sir. It went wide left. Tigers hold, so the field goal didn't go through. We're going to get a media timeout here. We'll take it with them on Sly. 104.9. First down and 10.
All right, guys, you can cut the music now. Thanks.
They'll start first down and 10 from the 21. 3 wide receiver set. Hand off to Webb. He tries to be patient. He'll get it across the 20, but maybe he'll get to 21, maybe a yard on the play.
Patience is fine. 6 minutes and 20 seconds of counting in this game, a 10-point lead. I don't think it's time to squat on the ball just yet. It's going to kind of go into what you call 4-minute offense, where you really want to take the air out of the football here, but part of that is you got to make first downs. Tigers are in no hurry here to run the next play, and as well they should not be, so that's good.
Under 6 minutes, Tucker Melton deploys 3 wide receivers. Bry Webb in the backfield. He'll hand off to Webb. Webb will try to go to the left side. He'll get it out to the 25-yard line. I think they'll spot him at the 26. So positive yards for Webb. As they continue to move the chains, you'd love to see West Alabama pick up these 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Tigers are close to having 2 backs go over. They just did. Bry Webb just went over 100 yards. He's at 101. Demetrius Battle has 105. So that's something you don't see every day, Will. 2 backs going over 100 yards, especially here at Bazemore Hyder Stadium. It's been a house of nightmares for West Alabama over the years.
4 wide receiver set. Tucker Melton marks out the cadence. I think we got movement on the line for West Alabama.
It was a little bit of funky cadence there. I almost think that's kind of on the quarterback. Actually, Tucker Melton's pointing himself saying, that's my fault. I think the cadence was just off, and it caused everybody to take the blame for jumping off sides, but they heard what they heard. But that 5 yards was big because, again, it makes it 3rd and 9, but some more time gets to run off the clock, strangely. This is kind of where it actually is not the worst thing in the world, because another 25 seconds gets to run off before you run another play.
Yeah, we're still 12 seconds remaining on this play clock. Tigers look to the sideline. Melton's got the sign he likes. Play clock down to 4.
He needs to hurry. Let's go.
2. Melton takes a snap, wants to throw, wants to go to the far side. He's got a receiver. That's going to be Dalton Bailey. And Dalton Bailey, that'll be enough for a Tiger first down. And that's a big one.
The freshman now has 4 catches for 46 yards. And when they update, it's going to be 46 or 47 yards.
Nice
wow,
work.
what a play. And none bigger, really, than that one right there in moving those chains and keeping the Valdosta offense off the field.
Nalls and Hilbert here to the near side. It'll be Bailey and Owen Harper to the far side. On the ground, it'll be a keeper. It'll be Brian Webb. He'll get it out to the 38-yard line before he's tackled. Positive yards for West Alabama.
They corrected the stats, and Brian Webb now with less than, I think before they had given him too many yards maybe on a previous play, so these stats had to be corrected. Valdosta's going to take their first time out. That does put Brian Webb over 90, so he's close, and hopefully he'll be able to get there before this clock runs out. On 3:55 to go in the football game, and Tigers leading 34-24 here at Valdosta. Will, it has been since November 4th, 2017, since the Tigers won over here. Tigers are able to win. This will be just the 3rd victory by West Alabama on this field.
That's right. Only the 6th all-time against this ball club, as they've put up 510 yards of total offense. As the timeout comes to a close, it'll be 2nd down and 7.
The game really the Tigers have dominated more than the score indicates. A couple of plays, like a block punt for a touchdown and go ahead.
Webb on the ground. He'll get it out to the 42-yard line.
Valdosta's going to call their 2nd timeout. But to finish my point, take a couple of plays away, and this thing's been over.
Yes, sir.
The punt recovered for a touchdown, and then the punt, fake punt, that really wasn't a fake punt.
Right.
You know, it was
that's
a
14 points.
High snap that the punter made a heady play and took advantage of it and made a long run and made the first down. That was not planned. It was not called. And but you know, he made the best of a bad situation, I guess you could say. And Valdosta ended up finishing that drive with a touchdown when they were wanting to punt. Look, this thing could have been over a long time ago, but credit Valdosta for doing those things. Obviously, I mean they've given themselves a chance here to try to win the game, but. Clearly, all the credit goes to West Alabama for coming in here playing the way they're playing.
3rd down and 4. Melton will hand off to Webb. Webb makes a move at the line. He'll try to fight for positive yardage, and he may get 1 on the play, but that's going to bring up 4th down at about 3. And it looks like Valdosta State will take their timeout.
You know, I think that it's kind of, I guess in a way silly for me to say this, but I almost think Brett Gilliland's thinking about going for this. And for 2 reasons. One is the punt team hasn't exactly been stellar today. We've had 1 punt block for a Valdosta touchdown. 2 times we've punted, we've averaged 25 yards a punt. You know, punting's not going to, hasn't shown it's going to net you a lot, but he is going to punt the ball away. And the conventional wisdom, and people who've watched football far longer than I have will tell you there's no reason why you would. But Tigers have picked up 3 yards before. I really kind of think you pick up 3 more yards, the game's over. But anyway, long story short, they're going to punt because here we are with Sullivan out there.
Trayvon Roberts, he'll be back at his 10-yard line. Sullivan in to punt. That's a low snap, doggone it. That one's going to get past Sullivan, and he's going to have to lay on it.
And that's, that's the only reason I brought it up, Will, is because, our punt team hasn't produced good results today. And I have felt better about my offense making 3 yards than I did my punt team punting it 40.
That one right there, I mean, out of the hands of the snapper. I mean, that was skipping off the turf the whole way.
Everybody knew they were coming with punt block. I mean, there was no question, and we just didn't get the snap back to him. And it's the game is not over yet. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and Valdosta has the ball in Tiger territory at the 23.
Tough break for the Tigers.
I'm sorry I brought it up, but I felt like, at least you had to consider going for it on 4th and 3.
McGill, lone back. Durham wants to throw. He's got a man to the far sideline. He was able to catch it. Did he stay in bounds?
There's no way.
He says he did not.
Yeah, he was out of bounds.
3:27 remaining. West Alabama with 3 timeouts. Valdosta has used all of theirs. West Alabama with a 10-point lead as the Blazers look at a 2nd down and 10 on the Tiger 23-yard line. Ivory Durham in the gun with McGill to his left. Tigers with pressure. They flush Durham out, giving chase as West Alabama. He's going to have to throw this one away. Give a lot of credit to number 95, Austin Cosby, as he was giving chase and Durham had nothing to do but throw it away.
Yep.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 inside the West Alabama 25. They mark it at the 23.
Tigers put some more speed rushers in there on this 3rd down 10. His 2-minute offense from here on out, obviously down 10. Valdosta's got to have 2 scores, so sense of urgency here.
Durham drops back. West Alabama brings the house, and he'll complete the pass here to the near side. You could say a good tackle that time. I guess it doesn't. Outside of 2 minutes, that clock will start. But I'd like to have seen our defensive back there tackle him inbounds, Will, because it just runs that much more time off. But if the time does start with college football outside of 2 minutes, and his clock is running now right at 3 minutes. So 4th down and about 2 for the Blazers. It'll be handoff to McGill. McGill's tripped up. He'll take it across. He'll get inside the 5. And McGill's going to get in for a Blazer touchdown. They make good on the special teams miscue. And the Blazers take it in from 14 yards out. That'll cut the lead down to 4. They'll bring on Thiel.
Yeah.
He'll attempt the point after. 2:51 remaining as Thiel awaits the snap. It's a good snap and a good hold. Thiel's going to put that one through. So 34-31 your score with 2:51 remaining, and West Alabama's holding on to a 3-point lead, but the miscue on special teams has definitely helped out the Blazers' cause in this last possession.
Well, look, I mean, you practice for this. We have a hands team. It's the most exciting play in all of sports, the onside kick upcoming. And we got to make sure that we've got 11 guys out there and we know what our assignment is. It comes down to an onside kick for the most part.
West Alabama looks like they're going to have the likes of Dalton Bailey, Darius Nalls, John Hilbert, Silas Thompson.
No matter what happens, I do not expect the Tigers to attempt a punt the rest of the game.
Up here near the line, you'll also see Owen Harper, Shamar Gray, Demetrius Battle, Michael Anderson.
They are expecting Valdosta to come to the near side, this wide side of the field. Darius Nalls and Caleb Bass are on the far side. They've obviously got good hands. They do come this way. There you go, Owen Harper.
Nice job. It was you don't see that very often. Usually you see a little bit of a bounce, but on the turf, I don't know, it just kind of skipped like a rock across the Smith Lake there. And Owen Harper just fielded it like a shortstop on the short hop and did a great job of making that happen. So West Alabama will take over. They'll have it first down and 10. That'll be from the Valdosta 46-yard line. First downs are a big deal now, Rob.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's see. You can get the ball, you can get inside of maybe down to 30 seconds or so by the time you get the ball back. You just can't fumble. I mean, you know, that's the thing. No matter what you do, Demetrius Battle, hang on to this football. I don't care if you get tackled for a loss.
Battle's the lone man in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. He'll get across the 45. He'll move the pile all the way down to the 41-yard line. And, I mean, nobody moves the pile like Demetrius Battle.
No.
He's a big dude and a cool guy to boot. 6'2", 240-pound grad senior out of Birmingham.
The clock stopped there for about 4 or 5 seconds, and nobody knows why. The clock absolutely stopped for about 5 seconds.
That's there's
what
words
in the
there's words
world?
For that. They're running it off now.
Well, yeah, they're just running. There's 20 seconds left on the play clock. The Tigers are not going to snap it until it's inside of 5. But yeah, that was weird.
10 on the play clock. Tucker Melton. Second down and 5 from the 41. He'll hand off to Battle. Battle bounces it out here to the near side, gets across the 40, pushes the man down all the way down to the 36-yard line. And he's about 1 yard shy of the first down marker.
Yep.
Third down and 1.
Yeah. You got 2 plays to make 1 yard, Will. The way I look at it.
Smart money's on number 8, if you ask me. Tucker Melton comes to the sideline.
I would direct snap it to him if it were me. I wouldn't even have Tucker Melton in there. I would direct snap it, give him an extra blocker.
Tucker Melton came to the sideline, talked to Don Bailey. Play clock down to 9.
Yep.
Third down and 1.
Minute 20 to go.
Melton in the gun. He'll hand it off to Battle. Battle lowers his head.
I don't think he has.
I think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so the next snap will take place at about 35 seconds.
No good on the play. Brings up fourth down for the Tigers.
The Tigers could run this clock down and call their first timeout, which is what I'd do. I'd just hang on. I mean, there's no sense in even running a play. Get it down to 1, call timeout, and set up for the last play.
Play clock down to 15. I'm with you, Rob. Let's just, we can make sure we have exactly what we want.
Yeah.
Clock down to 10. Melton's brought him to the line.
Try to draw him off. We're going to try to draw. Well, we may get the timeout here. We're going to try to draw him off. Yep, there it is.
Boom.
Very good, Brett Gilliland. Great job. At 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and we get the timeout to try to draw him off there. Will, it was a great move. It just didn't work necessarily, but it's exactly what you do in that situation.
West Alabama, 87 plays from scrimmage tonight, 503 yards. Demetrius Battle, 16 carries for $114. He's averaging just over 7. You got to figure if the offense stays out there, they're going to get a heavy dose of Demetrius Battle.
Well, it's what, you make the first down, the game's over, we're going to run another play. If you don't, then things get a little dicey. It is Demetrius Battle in there.
Battle's going to be in there. Little
sugar huddle.
Little sugar huddle there at the 40 as they bring it to the line. Tucker Melton in the gun. Battle on the carry. push, a surge.
He tried to push the ball across the line. Now, if this near side ref has him close to the chain, I don't know that they're going to give him the first down. I know the ref on the far side did not give him forward progress very much. Battle actually tried to reach the ball forward, which I don't know that was a good idea to do. They don't even measure. There's Valdosta ball. He is a foot short.
Wow.
The West Alabama side is not happy about that spot, and I don't blame them. 6 seconds went off the clock. 24 seconds now remaining in this football game, and Valdosta has the ball. I don't think they gave Demetrius Battle credit for reaching the ball forward.
Not at all.
And the near judge saw it. He had to have seen it because I saw it. I don't think the far judge saw it.
Well, what Brett's talking about here too is we also they're out of timeouts, and all of a sudden they got a guy that is in distress here as they bring out
there's
1, 2,
guys
3,
attending to him.
6 different members of the athletic training staff.
A lot can happen in 24 seconds, but let's see, their kicker can hit a 50-yarder. Which would mean that they have to get to the 33-yard line. Realistically, they could probably get to the 37 before they would try something. And that is 25 yards. They've got to make in 24 seconds with no timeouts.
Yeah, Eston Thiel is long on the year, 45-yarder.
They've given us time, Will.
Looks like my man Rob, he's going to get things squared away, and he's going to try to make his way down to the sideline. He'll be able to get down there and get the sideline interview. The young man slow to get up. Looks to be number 47, Jamian Gaskin. They've been helping him out there to the sideline. A lot going on here with the last 24 seconds. West Alabama turns it over on downs as they lead it by 3. It's 34-31 with 24 seconds. Ivory Durham in at quarterback. This will be a 4 wide receiver set. He drops back, pressure by West Alabama, and he's going to be sacked. West Alabama's Jamal Ellis. He'll get in there for a huge sack.
Wish they'd have held him down. They're going to get another playoff.
9 seconds remaining.
They clock it with 8. Yeah. West Alabama got up and celebrated. Wish they'd just held him down.
Lay on him, boys.
Yeah.
Jamal Ellis got there in a hurry.
Was it Jamal Ellis?
It was Jamal Ellis, number 32.
What a play.
Fantastic play.
You know, they've really only got time for one play that results in a touchdown. I don't think there's any way they can get 2 plays off here and attempt a field goal.
8 seconds left. Durham back to throw. He's going to throw it far sideline. Breaking up the pass is going to be number 2, Cale Williams. That'll have 1 tick on the clock left as that one falls incomplete.
Yeah, still got to play, guys. Still got to play.
1 second remaining.
I don't understand that decision to throw it short like that. They didn't have a hook and lateral set up or anything.
It didn't look like it from this vantage point, but West Alabama's they're gonna drop everybody back except the 3 down linemen. 1 second remaining.
Yeah, I'm playing safety on this one, Will.
Make the play here.
Yep.
Durham drops back. Ellis putting pressure. West Alabama, Durham's going to take it. He's taking it across midfield. Michael Anderson is giving chase at the 40. They're going to force him out of bounds. He's going to throw it back. That one will be lateraled back to one of their big guys, lateral to Gaskin. Gaskin's going to throw it across the field all the way over back to the quarterback. That's Durham. Durham back to number 2. And West Alabama's going to hit him. That one's going to be on the ground. And West Alabama is going to win it.
Wow. Woo! They made 20 yards on the play.
That was out of control.
But not enough. Finally, the Tigers able to get it. That was a little hairy there, Will.
You telling me it was hairy? I had to talk about it.
It's exactly as you described. But, hey, nice win. Nice win.
Happy final here in Valdosta, for
sure. To leave Bazemore Hyder Stadium with a W, now it's worth celebrating. That's a nice win.
There's no doubt about that. West Alabama's wins here in Valdosta have been few and far between, but tonight was a nice one. 34-31, your final as the Tigers will win it here on the road. And I tell you, I don't know what it is about this Tiger Ball Club, but they love going on the road, and they can pick up a W. And tonight was no different.
No, you're exactly right. It's 9 in a row on the road. It's just incredible. And that record will be tested next week at Delta State. You can rest assured of that. But, man, these Tigers are a happy bunch. I see Coach G with the
he's got his escorts.
Coach G, if you look at the stat sheet and the scoreboard, they don't look exactly alike. But, buddy, a win is a win, is it not, on the road?
In Valdosta, Georgia, yeah, it is. And we did everything we could to give this game away. Credit to them. I mean, they're still a few games out of playing for a national championship. And that quarterback's a special kid, too. But, man, we did everything we could, but our guys kept battling. And we kept finding a way. When something bad happened, we found a way to overcome it. I'm so proud of them.
In key moments, third downs, I mean, Tucker Melton, you called on the freshman, Dalton Bailey a good bit. Darius Nalls came through some big catches. Just talk about your offense on third down.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the stats. I know at halftime we were 50%. I would imagine we were close to that. I thought we started running the ball well, and that kind of helps everything else out. But we did. We had some guys make some big plays on third down. Dalton, you mentioned. Darius Nalls came back after a drop in the same drive, made an excellent contested catch down there for a touchdown. Just guys battling.
Yep. Well, and defensively, they played well tonight. There was a touchdown on special teams and then a short field there at the end, but I can't say enough about how well the defense played.
We put them in some really bad positions, and they played. That's a really good offense over there. And, they played really well. The end result, we played good enough to win. That's what matters.
That's right. Coach G, thank you for your time. Congratulations. Big road win.
Thank you. Go Tigers. Hey, we'll get back really early in the morning thanks to this night game.
Yeah, we will. One final dig on the start time there. Will Atkinson approves.
I approve this message. But what a fantastic finish as West Alabama will be the victors here in Valdosta, Georgia, 34-31. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the stats and we'll get everything rolling. All I got to do is figure out the configuration here on how to make all this stuff work.
Oh, yeah, Alt-tab to the... Sorry, I left you in a lurch.
I got it. I'm a man of many talents. We'll take a quick break here on Sly 104.9.
Do you need a new vehicle today, or are you trying to keep your current vehicle running smoothly for a few more months? Hey folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. No matter if you're in the market now or later, we're here for you. We have a lot full of inventory packed with cars, trucks, and SUVs. When you're ready, we have what you need at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian. Remember, when you're ready, we're ready. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
At Sumter Insurance, we have the best insurance products and the most experienced staff. Come see us today.
Be a part of Nahiola Credit Union's winning team. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years and want you to be a part of our continuing success. We offer all types of financial services from personal and business checking accounts with no monthly service fees to low interest rate loan products. Nahiola Credit Union has been providing winning service for over 60 years. Come by and give us a chance to show you the credit union difference. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
Bazemore Hyder Stadium, the happy final. The Tigers will win it 34-31. On a night where they had 88 plays from scrimmage, 503 yards of total offense, Tucker Melton went 14-31 for 176 and 2 touchdowns. Demetrius Battle, 17 carries, 114 yards and a touchdown. Webb, 23 carries, 98 yards. Melton, something we haven't seen him do, 6 carries tonight for 81 yards. Darius Nalls had 5 catches for 81. He averaged over 16 yards per. He had a score. Webb got a catch tonight for a touchdown. Dalton Bailey, 4 catches, 47 yards, just shy of 12 yards per. He had a great game, and I tell you, we could go on and on about how well things went here, and there were some tough moments where West Alabama looked like they may have shot themselves in the foot, but the defense was able to do their thing. Michael Anderson, another night where he totals 13 tackles. He had 1 for a loss, and a whole host of guys just played really well in order to make this win happen on the road.
Coach G was right. A lot of credit goes to Valdosta because they are winners. They know how to win. They've obviously been there and done that, and had given themselves a chance to win tonight. And that's what good teams do. And but West Alabama has some things to clean up as well. we know that. We talked about the punting unit and special teams. There's some things we've got to clean up if we're going to play for a Gulf South Conference championship. You've got an opportunity next week to do so.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not going to get any easier next week because, have an opportunity to go over to Cleveland, a team that's got an unblemished record overall, 6-0 and 3-0 in the league. And they won big this week, 47-14, and won big last week, 70-31. So definitely a tough place to go, and we've got to go there twice this year. But facts are facts, folks. We're in Valdosta, Georgia. We're enjoying a win.
Yep.
The Tigers get one, 34-31. And a lot of credit goes to the folks that make this stuff happen behind the scenes. Thanks to Brian Courts, our guy in sports information, Kent Partridge, our director of athletics. We've got Wayne Grant that works his magic back in the studio. We had the ability to have Sean Parker with us tonight. We appreciate that. Yep. And, my special assistant for the weekend, I appreciate it, Neely. It was awesome to have her here. And who knows, Coach G he very well may say that, hey, you guys may have to make more road trips because the good things are happening. But
right.
I'll tell you, it's a pleasure working with you, Rob.
Coach G's he's figured out the road games now. He's 9-0 in his last 9 games, so that's the magic you want to keep. Whatever.
Absolutely. Well, happy final in Valdosta. For Rob Pearson, I'm Will Atkinson. Good night, everybody, and go Tigers. Go.